gift, lunch, and entry into our 1 in 5 prize drawing. Register today online at artesiachamber.com. Eddy County has officially transitioned to its new website and email domain, eddycountynm.gov. Existing website links and email addresses will continue to forward for the next several months, ensuring a smooth transition. The move enhances security, strengthens public trust, eddycountynm.gov. To have your event listed on the KSVP community calendar, email calendar@ksvpradio.com. Please let us know at least 1 week in advance.
This is KSVP and K229 AS Artesia.
Key news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. On the heels of yesterday's report on consumer prices in July, this morning another indication that inflation is easing. The Labor Department report says the rise in producer prices at the wholesale level, slowed last month, rising 4.7% in July from a year ago. That is down from a much larger 5.5% increase in June. It is a kind of story that's become more commonplace in recent years in Northern California. An illegal alien with a lengthy rap sheet and just released from jail, under arrest for allegedly killing a man in Martinez.
California's sanctuary city policies under scrutiny as an illegal alien with a long criminal history under arrest again, this time for stabbing a 68-year-old man to death. Court records show a California judge released the illegal the day before the murder. The gruesome crime, which took place in a neighborhood, caught on camera. The Department of Homeland Security posting on its X page, the California governor must not release this murderer from jail and turn him over to us so we can remove him from our nation. Laura Winters reporting.
Apparently there's big money, taxpayer dollars, in representing unaccompanied children in the country illegally.
Migrant children detained after entering the U.S. without their parents are usually entrusted to federal government care. Congress has created various legal protections for them, including a 2008 law requiring the government to provide legal representation in deportation proceedings. Now, one law firm tapped to receive a $150 million federal contract has dropped out, while another firm, One Rescue, has been awarded a contract worth up to $244 million. Its founder resigned in 2023 amid allegations of misconduct. I'm Ben Thomas.
On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures are up 172 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
When it comes to our cars, those infotainment screens, turbos, advanced transmissions, and cameras are all great until they fail. And if your car is out of warranty, repairing them can cost thousands. I'm Danica Patrick. If your car is less than 20 years old, no matter the mileage, make sure you're covered for auto repair bills with an auto protection plan from Endurance. They've paid out hundreds of millions in claims and helped drivers with plans that cover engine, drivetrain, electrical system, transmission, and more. Endurance gives you straightforward claims processing and direct payment to your certified mechanic. And your rate won't go up no matter how many claims you file. When your check engine light comes on, don't ignore it because you're worried about a big auto repair bill. Call Endurance and choose the plan that's right for you. Act now and get 1 year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free.
For your free quote, call 800-292-8705. 800-292-8705. 800-292-8705.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
A courageous voice of dissent is raised inside Russia.
In Russia, publicly criticizing the war and the authorities carries a risk. But Nobel laureate Dmitry Muratov continues to speak out. I asked him how far he thought Vladimir Putin was prepared to go to secure victory in Ukraine. There will never be victory, Dmitry Muratov told me. There cannot be victory when two Slavic nations have ripped 1 million people to shreds. Russia, he added, could destroy Ukraine, but not conquer it.
The BBC's Steve Rosenberg in Moscow. President Zelensky says Ukrainian missiles and drones targeted Russia's naval base on the Black Sea coast in a nighttime operation. The attack struck air defenses and port infrastructure. Russian officials report hundreds of Ukrainian drones attacked various locations, with air defenses downing more than 500 of them. News and analysis, townhall.com. An acknowledgement of civilian casualties in strikes on terrorist targets in Yemen.
In an Unclassified assessment sent to Congress, the Pentagon says U.S. airstrikes targeting Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen last year killed more than 150 civilians. The review focused on 3 strikes in April 2025. At the time, the Houthis had been attacking commercial ships in the Red Sea. Civilian casualties from U.S. military operations have been drawing concern, particularly after a U.S. missile struck an Iranian primary school in the opening days of the Iran war, killing up to 168 people. Ben Thomas, Washington.
Lawyers for Tyler Robinson, charged with killing Charlie Kirk, argue against a death penalty for Robinson. The defense says he should not be subject to a death sentence because the gunman, quote, hit the intended target. No one else was endangered. More on these stories. Townhall.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026. One of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
Good morning, Artesia. It is Thursday, August 13th. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. Glad to be back in studio with you. Hey, we've got an open mic show lined up for you today. You get a lot of me today, so hang on. I'm going to run through as many topics as I possibly can. We will have one guest in the 8 o'clock hour today. We'll be talking to Mark Williams from over at Artesia Classical Academy. And, of course, we'll hear from Aaron. Aaron's back from his vacation, so he called it work. I called it a vacation. But he'll be back in the 9 o'clock hour, and we'll see what's going on with money these days. But before we get started and we jump into our calendars, let's find out what that weather's going to look like today.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We've got sunshine in the forecast for today. We're in the upper 90s to about 100 with high pressure in place. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the low 70s. A very slight chance of some light rain, and then maybe a shower or two around Roswell tomorrow, but sunny everywhere else. Will hit near 100. For the upcoming weekend, it'll be sunny and hot. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Yeah, do it now. Hey, hey. Once I was a boogie singer, playing in a rock and roll band.
All right, Artesia, taking a look at that weather out there. Let's see what the temperatures are today. Hobbs at 100, Roswell 101, Carlsbad 99, Artesia 100. My weather app was way off today. It says it's only going to be like 96. So, you know, you got to, kind of weird. You got to trust different weather apps and get different things. But it's going to keep being warm. That's what it's going to be. Hey, let's jump into our calendars. Today, the first day of school, August 13th. The kids are back at it. Teachers are back at it. Wish them all the best of luck. It's going to be, it's going to be a good year this year. I can feel it. All right. So what are we having for the first breakfast of the year? Blueberry muffin, fresh fruit, fruit juice, and a choice of milk. And then for lunch today, pepperoni pizza, tossed salad, ranch, baby carrots, apple, half an apple, and a choice of milk. All right. Over at the Artesia Senior Meal Site today, you guys for lunch having chicken pot pie with Chateau blend vegetables, a salad, some wheat bread, and mandarin oranges. At the Artesia Senior Center today, what do they got going on? Boy, they got a full day of stuff going on there. They got all day bridge. So if you're a bridge player, they're on all day bridge. They've got their 8:15 exercise video, 9 o'clock painting. Also at 9 o'clock, they're having something called Ask Nurse Cafe, hosted by TLC Home Care. 9:30 line dancing, 1 o'clock bridge, all day bridge, but 1:30 Swedish weaving, 2 o'clock Texas Hold'em, 2:30 stained glass, and a dance tonight from 7 to 9:30 with Kay, and some finger foods. All right. No events on the calendar for Artesia Public Library today. And let's see. It says first day of school, but there you go. Let's see. And then what do we got for August birthdays? Happy birthday to Cynthia Buckaloo, Sue Gould, Marata H. Graham, Delia Sanchez, and Rosa Fuentes. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
This Friday, August 14th, the brand new Artesia Recreation Center throws open its doors with a back-to-school bash from 4 to 7 at 603 Bowman Drive. Bring the whole family for free youth basketball, volleyball, and pickleball clinics, a DJ, inflatables, food trucks, yard games, local vendors, fitness experiences, and self-guided tours of the 2-story facility. Plus, free admission to the Aquatic Center from 6 to 9 p.m. It's free fun and for everyone. See you Friday at the Arc.
Looking for a school where your child is known, valued, and challenged? Enrollment for the 26-27 school year is now open at Artesia Classical Academy. Experience a Christ-centered classical curriculum in a strong, supportive community. With a 4-day school week, families gain flexibility without sacrificing excellence. Students learn Latin, Spanish, and American Sign Language and participate in STEM, PE, art, and music. Plus, nature learning days and community service help students grow beyond the classroom. Visit artesiaclassicalacademy.org or call 247-1378 today.
Have an idea that can make a difference in our community? PVT is now accepting applications for the FRS and PVT Community Grant Program. Eligible schools, nonprofits, and government organizations may apply for funding of up to $5,000 to support projects that strengthen Southeast New Mexico. Applications must be submitted by August 16th. Learn more and apply at pvt.com. And look for the FRS and PVT Community Grant Program under the Community section.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
How do you find a roofing contractor you can trust? You can randomly pick one, cross your fingers and hope for the best, or maybe you can ask a psychic to predict who's trustworthy. Here's a better idea. Choose one who prefers using America's most trusted roofing brand, Owens Corning. And rest easy, because Owens Corning screens their contractors for reliability, professionalism, and customer service. Why take any chances? Owens Corning, trusted contractors, proven products. For an Owens Corning preferred contractor, visit owenscorning.com/roofing.
For a free estimate, give Do Right Roofing a call today. 575-623-2273.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Hermosa Church of Christ, we believe something beautiful. We believe that God is still in the restoration business. It may be that life has worn you down. Maybe you felt broken, overlooked, or unsure of the next step. It's beautiful to realize that restoration isn't about where you've been. It's about what God can rebuild. His word shows us again and again that he takes what is cracked, weary, and weathered and makes it whole, strong, and new. At Hermosa, you'll find a community that believes in that promise. It's a place where grace is real, hope is shared, and healing is possible. Whether you're searching, returning, or simply need a fresh start, we'd love to walk with you. Come experience the beauty of God's restoration. Join us at Hermosa Church of Christ, where broken lives are made new and new beginnings are always welcome. Hermosa, it means beautiful.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Hey, let's jump into our scripture for the day, and it'll take a little while and kind of ponder on this and work through this piece of scripture I've got. We're going to be in Philippians 4 today. Philippians 4. Life is is heavy, right? There's a ton of stuff that's always thrown at us day by day, week by week, and sometimes we can let that overwhelm us. We can let that just pile up upon us, and we end up just constantly thinking about it and constantly forgetting about the rest that we've been promised in Christ, knowing that we're forgiven for our sins, and we allow the weight of life to dictate, what is true around us, and we struggle. And Scripture always has an answer, right? Scripture, and this is just one of many places in Scripture you can go to find and understand how it is we're to deal with these constant, ongoing struggles in life. And it begins in Philippians 4:4, when the Apostle Paul is basically closing out his letter here, and he tells the people, he says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say, rejoice. Let your reasonableness be known to everyone. The Lord is at hand. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Right? So at this point he's calling people to. He's not saying that you're not going to have troubles, you're not going to have problems, that life isn't going to be hard. that people won't betray you, and that money might be short, and you name it. All right, there's a list of troubles, and every one of us got a different set of them, and some of us all have the same ones, and we're looking for understanding. We're looking for someone to walk beside us, and Paul's pointing to the one who says he'll always walk beside you, the one he says that has sent his Spirit to indwell you, and that's Christ, right? He says that peace of God which surpasses all understanding. Why does it surpass all understanding? Because it almost makes no sense. It doesn't, because life is full of trouble. It's full of problems. But he tells us not to be anxious about anything. That's not a command that he's given us to muscle our way through. He's telling us that peace really does exist if we just trust that God has all of this in his hands, right? That's why that peace of God surpasses all understanding. And he says that Christ will guard your hearts and your minds. Then he continues on. He says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, what is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there's any excellence, if there's anything worth praise, think about these things. So not only does he tell us don't be anxious about anything, don't struggle. It's taking it all to the Lord in prayer and supplication and thanksgiving, right? He gives us kind of a map of how to deal like on a daily basis. He's basically telling us don't sit and ponder upon those things. He tells us to ponder upon what is true, honorable, just, pure, lovely, commendable, excellent. Anything worthy of praise. So anything that is worthy to praise God for, think about those things. Set your mind upon those things rather than all the other stuff. Leave the troubles, leave the struggles to Christ, knowing that he's going to work those out for you, right? We often summarize this verse as whatever is good, true, and beautiful, okay? Ponder on these things. Think upon these things. What is good, true, and beautiful? Set your mind on those. When life is throwing so much stuff at you, you have to learn to control, but shift your mind off of the struggles of life and shift them over to the good things. And what are the things that God has given you? Basically, rather than lamenting all the things God has not given you, praise him for the things he has. Think about those things. Find thankfulness in your heart and turn to him. So you back up in verse 6. He says, everything by prayer and supplication and with thanksgiving. Okay. What is supplication? Supplications are the part of prayer where we go to the Lord and go, Lord, this person's sick. Would you heal them? Lord, we're struggling financially. Would you help, help us there? Supplications are when we go to God and we ask him for things. And they should only be a portion of our prayer, right? There's a really good formula for prayer, and it begins with this: adoration, recognizing who God is, right? Basically praying to God, his attributes, his goodness, his provision, his mightiness, and the point of it is, it sets our mind upon this is the God that we're worshiping. And then we go to him in thanksgiving. So adoration, thanksgiving. And we say, Lord, thank you. Thank you for my family. Thank you for, everything you've given me. Thank you for my job. Thank you for another day of breath. If that's all you've got today, everything else is falling apart around you, you're still alive. You're still here. God has given you one more day. Thank him for that. Let him know how grateful you are for what he's giving you. And then we're is because Christ as our high priest stands before the Father for us. We're allowed to then take our supplications directly to the Father, right? Our supplications, our needs, right? Lord, this is where I'm struggling. This is what I don't have, or what, this is my problems in life. Lord, please take these and do with them as you will. And then the last portion of the prayer is intercession, right? Lord, the world around us is falling apart. We ask that you come and intercede in this. Please, Lord, come stop our enemies. Stop those who would destroy our land. Stop those who are attacking my family. That's intercession. God, to step into the middle of a bad situation and take care of it, right? That's that line up there in that prayer is a model of faith, right? And our prayers work upon us when we're praying this with all earnest, right? We're speaking to the being of God. First off, right then and there, it should tell you, I believe in this being. I believe in this one who's created all things, and I'm going to give all this to him. I'm going to trust him that he's going to take this from me. Scripture tells us to pray continuously, right? And that's a model for the day. Is whenever you run into a situation that's just crushing your heart and your mind, right? It give it over to God, because that's where the peace comes from. Right? If I have faith that God will take care of everything in my life, I have a peace that surpasses all understanding, because I know that it's Christ that is guarding my heart and my mind, right? And he tells us to think upon the things that are good and true and beautiful. The best way to stop thinking about the things that are the opposite of that, right? So good, opposite is those things that are bad or evil, right? True is don't focus on the things that aren't true, that you don't know to be true, and beautiful. Don't focus on the ugly of the world around you. Now, this is not to say that we're never to deal with those things. We need to recognize them, that they're there. We need to recognize, the cause of those things in our life, right? But they're never to lead us to a hopelessness. They're never to lead us to a point where we just think it's hopeless. This is just horrible. Nothing can be done. Because then what we're saying is we actually don't have faith in Christ to fix these things, to take care of these things for us. We can't rely on ourselves as much as we think we can. We can't rely on others around us as much as we wish we could. But we can rely on Christ in full, in every single corner and manifest thing within our lives. We can trust in the God who created it, the God who put it in place, the God who ordained that this would be your life. But we go back to the promises of Scripture. We go back to the promises that God says in Romans 8 that all good things, He works all things for the good of those who love Him. Even those things that we can't see goodness in, right? So turn your minds back to the good, the true, and the beautiful. Think upon these. And he closes with this. He says, what you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. Excuse me, folks. So what is he saying there, right? We're told in our lives to imitate Christ. But in numerous places, Paul tells us this: imitate me as I imitate Christ. Sometimes we don't necessarily know how to imitate Christ. We don't know what it looks like to imitate Jesus, and we think this is too far. I can't do that. I'm not good enough, right? But look around you and find people Find leaders, find those around you who you clearly see Christ in, and go, how do they do it? How are they walking? They've got problems in their life. How do they walk so confidently and boldly and with so much joy? And imitate them. Find out how to imitate them, because that's what Paul is communicating to us there in that last piece. Is practice these things. And I love that word practice there. It's it doesn't say to perfect these things or do these things perfect. It says practice them, right? It's to exercise, to practice, to undertake. That's the things that we've got to keep trying. You just never give up. That's the truth behind what's being said there. Is, yeah, it's hard. And some days you're going to fail at it. Some days you are going to allow the weight and worries of this life to overwhelm your thoughts, your emotions, and it's going to drive you. And you're going to find no peace. And those are the times when this scripture written upon your heart needs to come back. Needs to come back. Think upon these things. We can control what we think about. We can choose to. A lot of people say, "Well, ignore the bad things in your life." That's not the case. We don't need to ignore them. We need to acknowledge them, and then acknowledge that we have no power to control them or to change them as much as we would like to. And go, there's only one person who can fix this. There's only one person who can deal with this. Because normally our problems are a myriad of things piled upon. Now, the way this person over here is acting or treating us, the way the economy's going, the way the society's going, you pile them all together, and you start looking at your problem that's really affecting you right in that moment. You go, well, why is this happening to me? And you realize there's such a wide array of things that has happened to cause this in my life right now. There is no way, no earthly way I can fix this. But we know the one who can. So we hand that over to him, right? And then we just start to think about, well, what are the good things he's given me? What's the good in my life? And there is stuff there. It may not be a lot, it seems, from your perspective at the moment, but I tell you, if you find the one thing and you focus and you meditate and you rejoice, as he says, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. You rejoice in that one little piece. You'll start to then see, well, that's good in my life, and thank you, Lord. And you're rejoicing on that, and you go, well, I guess this over here is not too bad either, right? Okay, well, let me rejoice on that. Let me think about that. Let me think about, wow, I don't even deserve this in my life, and wow, look, there's this here too that God's blessing me with, and I don't really deserve this, and it'll take the place of those things that you just really can't control that are weighing upon you so heavily. That's my call to you, Artesia. That's is today there might be a lot sitting on your heart, and you might be really struggling today. I'm not saying ignore them. They're real. Those problems are real. They affect you, and but realizing lots of times that we are children, we are creatures, we are infants comparatively to the power of the Lord. We're nobody. And we can't fix them. And lots of times I think the Lord puts these problems in our lives that are so seemingly insurmountable so that he can test our faith to go, are you willing to hand this over to me and trust me in this? Are you willing to try to quit controlling this in your life and quit lamenting over it and just hand it off to me? And then rejoice in the things that are good, the things I have given you. Like a child who, you give them a cookie And then they get upset because you won't give them a dozen more. And what is the feeling there? You're an ingrateful, there's an ingratitude there because you did give them one. They should be thankful for that one. But no, they want 12. That's us, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we are. When we set and we allow ourselves to be consumed on the things that we can't get in our lives. Life's not going the way we want it to go. And we completely miss out on everything that's good. So just encouraging that, Artesia. So as you're going through the day, think about how awesome the things that God has given you are. If you focus on those, the other stuff, it's not going away. It's not going to, those problems aren't going to disappear in your life. But you can then approach them with a new heart, being thankful and faithful, right? I can trust in the Lord on these things. He's given me so much over here that, hey, I wish this was better in my life, but maybe that's not going to be. Maybe this is the way it's going to be, and I have to trust that God has it in his hands. All right, Artesia, thanks for listening to me on that. We're going to jump over to a mid-hour news break, and then when we come back, we'll look at some happenings around town.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. So much rain in such a short period of time, resulting in devastating flash flooding across parts of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. Evacuations, high water rescues, some fatalities as well. Tropical storm Hernan is formed way out in the Pacific right now, posing no threat to any land mass. It is a desperate situation in Colombia as the clock keeps on ticking. Time is running out for crews to find people still alive in the rubble of the earthquake that so far is blamed for at least 265 deaths. It happened near Fort Hood, Texas. An Army Apache attack helicopter crashing in a field. Both people on board were killed and a wildfire started, causing some evacuations of nearby homes. The helicopter said to have been on a routine training mission at the time. Wall Street, Dow futures up 138 points. More details at srnnews.com.
Here's a song for Lowell's Pharmacy, and when it's over, I'll explain why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
You and your family getting all the things you need, where personal service is always guaranteed. Prescriptions filled faster with dependability. That is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
At Lowell's Pharmacy, we are called the Family Pharmacy. Let me spell it out for you. The F stands for fair prices and everything. The A is for accurate prescription service. M for the many professional services we provide. The I is for immediate service. L for the luxury of getting everything you need in just one place. And the Y is for you.
And that is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
Lowell's Pharmacy, 612 North 13th, across from the hospital in the Artesia Professional Building. Lowell's Pharmacy.
If you're one of the 220 million who has a McDonald's loyalty account, just wait until you hear what they have on you. I'm Kim Commando for WebRoot. Back to school means more time online. Help protect your family's devices with WebRoot Essentials. Save 62% at webroot.com/Kim. This story about data collection grabbed my attention. A writer for Wired who uses a McDonald's loyalty account and app ordered a copy of all the data McDonald's collected about him. It was a whopping 515 pages. Just for fast food. The report was so complex, he used AI to decipher it. There was the stuff you'd expect, his favorite locations, what he orders the most, in his case, chicken wraps. But the algorithm tells McDonald's when he'll be dropping in, what he will order next. And the most interesting part, they will never lose him as a customer. 500 pages. As it turns out, the secret sauce is really your data. Join a million folks who get my free 5-star rated newsletter every single morning. You're going to love it. At getkim.com. Back to school season is here, and there's more to think about than backpacks and notebooks. You see, kids are back in the classroom, but they're also heading back online. They're downloading assignments, researching projects, clicking links, and using AI tools. Unfortunately, criminals are using AI too, creating phishing scams, fake websites, and malicious messages that are harder than ever to recognize. That's why I protect myself and my family with WebRoot Essentials. It works on PCs, Macs, smartphones, Chromebooks, and tablets. So one subscription helps protect everyone. And get this, WebRoot scans 6 times faster, uses 33 times less storage that most other programs do. Its Web Threat Shield blocks dangerous websites before anyone clicks on a scam that could infect an entire device. Free antivirus software just doesn't cut it anymore. My listeners get 62% off at webroot.com/Kim. That's webroot.com/Kim. That's webroot.com/Kim.
Turpin & Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. Today there are no new obituaries or reminders. This listing has been presented as a service by Turpin & Son Mortuary of Artesia. We make it personal.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We've got sunshine in the forecast for today. We're in the upper 90s to about 100 with high pressure in place. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the low 70s, a very slight chance of some light rain, and then maybe a shower or two around Roswell tomorrow, but sunny everywhere else. Will hit near 100. For the upcoming weekend, it'll be sunny and hot. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, Artesia. Well, let's see what's happening around town. First, on the top of my pile right here is the Artesia Choir Program. Needs an accompanist. I can never say this word. They need a piano player. All right, accompanist. I don't know. They need someone to come play piano for the choir, ladies and gentlemen. It says it's an adjustable schedule, full or part-time. All you need to do is call them for details. And the number is 575-706-7015. Again, 575-706-7015. So if you're a piano player and you can go help out the Artesia High School Choir, I mean, it doesn't even say high school, just school choir, let them know. All right, let's see. Bites and Business. Today, August 13th, from noon to 1 o'clock at the Artesia Chamber. This will be hosted by Excel Energy. They're going to be talking about power savings, their energy's commercial energy efficiency program. There you go. CEEP. There you go. You can discover energy saving rebates, incentives, and no cost offerings available to commercial customers and learn how your business can take advantage of these valuable resources. It is free to attend and lunch will be provided. Okay. Artesia Public Schools and the Department of Health Clinic asked, do you got your shots? Students who received a letter from their school nurse this summer need to make sure they get caught up before school starts. Happening August 13th. So that's today. 13th, 14th, and next Monday, the 17th, from 9 a.m. to noon, 1 p.m. to 4. Department of Health offices are available for appointments prior to the clinics. And so they're going to be holding clinics for everyone to get their shots, which we might just do this story later then. The CDC, is that what it's called? Yeah. No, not CDC. In a National Health Institute or whatever. I don't know. The federal government has changed the requirements for shots, but New Mexico said, nope, we're sticking with the full list. So maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. Hey, back to school swag bags are available. $35 each while supplies last, cash or check only. And those bags are going to include a Spirit shirt in your class color, pink week shirt, ticketing for homecoming dance, AHS Traditions brochure, and Spirit gear. Don't forget to get those. Oh, hey, do you got a bunch of extra shoes in your house, in your closet? Well, they're having a sneaker drive you can donate your unwanted sneakers and help make a difference. And so apparently this is competition. We want to outdo the cavemen. So I will say, let's get this done. Making a bigger impact one step at a time. They'll be collecting sneakers until the day of the Eddy County War Game on August 21st. So you can drop those sneakers off anytime during school hours or at Benny's Western Wear. They're only accepting tennis shoes or sneakers of any size and any condition. These things are going to go to an organization called Got Sneakers, and they will be recycled. And my assumption is they then give those out. I ought to look that organization up. Probably giving those out to people in need that can't really afford them. So more sneakers, more impact. Wear kindness. All right. Vitalant. Where are they going to be today for blood drive? Let's see. Grace Community Church in Roswell. That's 935 West Mescalero from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. today. And also in Carlsbad. Is that right? My old eyes are tricking me here. Next one also today is in Carlsbad at the Southeast New Mexico College, 1500 University Boulevard in Carlsbad from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 2 places, north and south, if you want to go give blood today. Tomorrow, August 14th, in Carlsbad and Artesia, United Way will be doing their food distribution up in Carlsbad, 9 a.m. at Epworth Methodist Fellowship. And here in Artesia tomorrow, beginning at 7 a.m. at West Main Baptist Church. All right. Artesia Recreation Center, grand opening and back to school bash. This is where we'll be tomorrow. Gene and I will be doing the show from there at the ARC, the Artesia Recreation Center. And so they are inviting you to join their grand opening of the new Artesia Recreation Center with a community back-to-school bash. Come explore the new facility, enjoy family-friendly activities, and help celebrate a space designed for fitness, recreation, wellness, and community. Kick off the new school year while experiencing everything the new rec center has to offer. Everyone is welcome. Mark your calendars and join the celebration. Hey, the Civil Air Patrol will be at the Back to School Bash, and they'll have a booth set up, and you can meet local members, learn about opportunities for youths age 12 to 18 and adult volunteers, and watch the launch of an Estes Alpha 3 model rocket. Explore how Civil Air Patrol develops leadership, aerospace education, emergency services, and character through hands-on experiences. Visit their information booth to learn more and get involved. Happening tomorrow, Friday, August 14th, at the Walter Gerrells, I think I said it right that time, Walter Gerrells Center, 5:30 p.m. is the annual Eddy County Mule Deer Banquet. There's going to be tons of prizes, hunts. There's a full bar. Corporate tables are available. You can get your tickets at Courtesy Pawn or by calling Christy at 575-308-3287. This Saturday is the 18th annual Clays Crusher Fun Shoot. Excuse me, folks. It's going to be held out at the Eddy County Shooting Range. This says vote red, vote blue, shoot both. So the only election where everyone wins. Celebrate 18 years of sporting clays and America's 250th anniversary with a day of friendly competition, great food, and patriotic fun. Every registered shooter receives a shot at 70 sporting clays, shooter gift, lunch, and entry into our 1 in 5 prize drawings, which if you get into that, you have to be present to win. So if you, I guess a couple more days to register, contact the Artesia Chamber of Commerce at 575-746-2744. Let's see, when is this? Saturday, there will be a Bulldog vendor event. The Artesia Bulldog Football Boosters are hosting their second annual vendor event. and it will be held at the Artesia Public Schools Administration and Training Center building, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So get on out there and support the Bulldog football boosters and their vendor event. Youth cheer camp is coming up for 5th, 6th, and 7th graders. It'll be this Saturday, August 15th. A registration is Saturday, August 15th at the Bulldog vendor event. Right, so we just talked about that happening Saturday. So if you've got 5th, 6th, 7th graders interested in cheer camp, take them on up there. And then the actual camp will be held Tuesday, August 18th and Wednesday, 19th at the AHS White Gym. And they'll be cheering at the Eddy County War. So, let's go out there and support them. Let's see, $50 for the camp. And that includes instruction, snack, and cheer shirt on camp day. It'll cash a check only made out to Artesia Cheer. Artesia Aquatic Center update. Let's see, summer isn't over yet. Here's the remaining outdoor pool schedule. They're open all the way through Labor Day, which will be September 7th. That'll be the final day of the 2026 outdoor pool season. Make the most of the remaining pool season before it comes to a close. All right. What's up next? Here we go. Eddy County Health Council and Women for a Better Carlsbad present Pearls of Wellness Women's Health Conference. That's happening Saturday, August 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Southeast New Mexico College Gymnasium. And they do require an RSVP, so look up Women for a Better Carlsbad, and you can go in there and RSVP for that. What's playing at the movies in Carlsbad this weekend? Saturday, August 15th, is Homeward Bound. That happens at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Adults are only $8. Kids or seniors and children under 12 are only $5. Community grants. Have a community project that needs funding? Let's see, who's this by? This is Foundation for Rural Service. And so they're offering up grants. It says scan the QR code. Kind of hard for you to do that on the radio. You can visit www.pvt.com. Okay. So go to the PVT website, and the application is there, and you can get it filled out. The application guide has the exact questions that will need to be answered. They're accepting grant applications from $250 to $5,000. 20% of the grant comes from PVT. Deadline for this is August 16th, which, I guess it'd be Sunday. And so for questions, reach out to Penasco Valley telephone and ask for Tabitha. Phone number is 575-703-9179. All right. We're moving into next week here, but we'll knock out a couple more. This one isn't coming up quick, but because it is first day of school, we'll let you know about this one. The Artesia High School Student Council would like to announce their 2026 homecoming parade happening Friday, September 18th at 4 p.m. The theme is Welcome to the Jungle, where the Bulldogs reign. We'll be playing the Gadsden Panthers. Registration forms are available at Artesia High School. You can call 575-746-9816. Entries received after Thursday, September 14th will be assessed a $10 late fee. For more information, you can contact Jennifer Humble at jhumble@bulldogs.org or Ashley Mason at amason@bulldogs.org. Okay. Got a couple minutes. We'll cover a couple more of these. And let me make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, let's do this one. Join the Artesia Senior Center on Wednesday, August 19th for a day of fun to honor our seniors. They will be celebrating National Senior Citizen Day and all the August birthdays. This will be happening from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. It's a come and go event. The center will provide lunch at noon. Central School Honor Society students will be at the National Senior Citizen Day, and the students will talk about being in Honor Society and serve lunch to the seniors. Local businesses will be set up to show their support to our seniors. They're going to have booths and drawings, and just stop in and join all the fun and meet the community businesses. All right. New Mexico Department of Veteran Services mobile outreach vehicle coming to your community. Also on Wednesday, August 19th, they'll be up at Dexter at the Chavez County Joy Center. And it's an opportunity to meet with a veteran service officer in person and get help with benefits. So if you're in need of assistance on that, get on up there for that. All right. Well, I think that's enough of those. I think we kind of covered this week and a little bit into next week. Hope everyone is looking forward to the school year. Here in the next hour, we'll be talking to folks from the Artesia Classical Academy. And that's going to be good. We'll see what all they've got going on. They're kicking off their school year as well. And all of that. Okay. Well, let's see. All right, Artesia. Well, just to close out the hour, I want to kind of go back to that Bible lesson. There's a lot going on. Life is busy. Life is full. And with that comes lots and lots of struggles. And so my encouragement to you is this, Artesia, is to focus on what is good, true, and beautiful. Think upon these things and find the peace of Christ in all things. All right, we'll see you on the other side of the hour.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. U.S. inflation declined slightly last month as the cost of gasoline and groceries slipped, though prices are still rising more quickly than before the Iran war. Consumer prices increased 3.4% in July from a year ago, down slightly from 3.5% in June. President Donald Trump was sued in federal court Wednesday to stop him from making money off a new paid service at his Truth Social company. The lawsuit alleges that Trump's deal to post first on his own company's site about U.S. policy decisions on war, tariffs, and other issues violates the Constitution. Bank of America is pledging $250 billion by July 2027 to support U.S. digital and infrastructure projects, a move it says will boost the country's economic growth. Eli Lilly has filed a half-dozen lawsuits against U.S. companies it accuses of illegally selling black market versions of its experimental obesity drug, retatrutide. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top-selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
Start your journey towards a meaningful healthcare career with the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program at ENMU Roswell. With this program, you'll gain hands-on clinical skill development, enjoy small class sizes and supportive faculty, engage in real-world fieldwork experiences, and prepare for your NBCOT certification. Call 575-624-7266 to learn more or log on to roswell.enmu.edu. ENMU Roswell. Success starts here.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham. The account of origins presented in the Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events and provides reliable basis for man's worldview and a framework for scientific investigation into the question of the origin and history of life. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Harvest Fellowship at 2307 West Main in Artesia. Call Pastor Ronnie Williams at 746 $61.95. Now, today's Answers with Ken Ham.
Reversing the Effects of the Curse. This is Ken Ham, CEO of Answers in Genesis, the Creation Museum, and the Ark Encounter. All week, we've been looking at work. We've learned it's a good thing, but it's hard because of sin. But we can use work to help fight the effects of the curse. By using our God-given intellect and creativity, we can develop ways to make it easier to accomplish our job of stewarding creation in a broken world. Think of all the inventions that make our lives easier and help us fight the curse. These are good things. They help us work to serve our neighbors and serve the Lord. You see, we shouldn't be working for ourselves. A biblical perspective of work is that we serve the Lord and serve others, all for the glory of God.
Discover more about how a biblical worldview impacts our thinking in all areas at AnswersRadio.com. That's AnswersRadio.com.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Powerful storms have again lashed the Midwest. Tornadoes, heavy rains, flash flooding. First responders and utility crews have been working to clear roads and restore power to hundreds of thousands. A 4-year-old Indiana boy died when a tree fell on his home. Indiana Governor Mike Braun says his state has been slammed this week, and it may not be over yet.
There were places down like around Newcastle, Henry County, got up to 10 inches of rain. So where it was mostly wind up here and losing power in that neck of the woods, roads were being washed out. There were a lot of water rescues. So this was quite a storm that moved across our state.
And there have been numerous evacuations as well. Wholesale prices did rise last month, but at a much slower pace than in June, a 4.7% annual increase in July, according to the Labor Department. Looks like there's going to be a high-profile job opening at the White House, pending departure of the chief presidential spokeswoman, fueling speculation about a successor.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says she's leaving her post to spend more time raising her 2 small children, a boy who is 2 and a 3-month-old daughter. She's expected to remain a close advisor to President Trump. So who will replace her? Reportedly on the list, Principal Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly, former Trump attorney Alina Habba, the former acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, and Katie Miller, the wife of Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy Stephen Miller. Also mentioned Breitbart Washington Bureau Chief Matthew Boyle.
Correspondent Laura Winters. The Kennedy Center's board set to meet today to discuss where to go from here, now that a federal judge has blocked a 2-year closure for renovations. Wall Street, the Dow is up 180 points, the Nasdaq 229 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Full speed into summer, and if you're thinking about buying a home this year, here's what you need to do first. Get pre-qualified, not once you found the house, now before you even start looking. Here's why. In this market, houses sell in days, sometimes hours. The buyers who win aren't the ones with the highest offer. They're the ones already approved, ready to move, with a lender who can actually close. If you're not pre-qualified, you're a week behind. Maybe that house is gone. Well, I want to tell you about Fellowship Home Loans. For over 20 years, my friends Mike and Brian, guys that I've worked with, they've built Fellowship around one thing, getting loans done for real families with unique situations. They use programs and options that typical lenders don't take the time to explore. Down payment solutions that fit the way people actually live. Everything's done in-house, one roof, one team, all with a servant-led mentality. Get pre-qualified today. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G or call 800-510-MIKE. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
Israel's army is sending more troops into the restive West Bank.
In recent months, struggled to deal with settler violence carried out by hundreds of extremists who've been carrying out daily attacks on Palestinians. 2 families living on the outskirts of the village of Kusra, south of Nablus, say a group of about a dozen settlers has been tormenting them. On Sunday, they blocked the road to their gates and cut off their power and water supplies. The first Israeli soldiers who came to the site prayed with the settlers, an act for which the Israeli military later said they'd be disciplined. Settlements are illegal under international law, but the Israeli government has promoted their recent rapid expansion.
The BBC's Joanne Nell in Jerusalem. Large parts of Europe will be sweltering again, with Britain poised for its 5th heat wave of an exceptional summer. It's expected to be the hottest on record. Forecasters predict the mercury to rise as high as 100 degrees today in central and southeast England. News and analysis, townhall.com. A social media giant is going on trial.
Jury selection began Wednesday in Meta's federal trial over claims its platforms have harmed youth mental health and tracked children in violation of federal law. The trial is scheduled to begin next week and is expected to last 6 to 8 weeks. Meta faces 29 states in the federal multi-district lawsuit filed in 2023, but the Oakland trial will only include the first 4: California, Colorado, Kentucky, and New Jersey. Keith Peters, Washington.
Google is out with its latest lineup of Pixel phones. They feature slimmer cameras, include a more powerful zoom and AI features. Google is hoping the upgrades will give users a reason to buy new models and will expand the number of people using its AI tools. The most inexpensive phone in that new lineup starts at a price of $900. More on these stories, townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. It's Thursday, August 13th, 8 o'clock hour. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. Hey, our one and only set of guests is about to come up here in just a few minutes. We'll be talking to Mark Williams and some students from Artesia Classical Academy as they get their year kicked off. So stick around this hour, and we'll hear about all that ACA has to offer and how they're looking forward to the school year. But before we do that, let's check in on the weather and our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We've got sunshine in the forecast for today. We're in the upper 90s to about 100 with high pressure in place. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the low 70s, a very slight chance of some light rain, and then maybe a shower or two around Roswell tomorrow, but sunny everywhere else. Will hit near 100. For the upcoming weekend, it'll be sunny and hot. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Exciting news for Southeast New Mexico. The Advanced Heart and Vascular Center of New Mexico in Carlsbad, home to Dr. Amanda Ryan's trusted cardiology care for over 13 years, is now part of Current Clinic. That means world-class electrophysiology services right here in Southeast New Mexico. No more 3-hour drives to see a specialist. Current Clinic is bringing advanced, life-changing treatment for atrial fibrillation, AFib, and other heart rhythm disorders close to home. Early intervention for AFib can dramatically lower your risk of stroke, and our goal is to help our community understand just how important that is. You and your loved ones deserve comprehensive, cutting-edge heart care without leaving town. If you're experiencing an irregular heartbeat or AFib symptoms, expert care is now available locally. Visit currentclinic.com today to learn more and schedule your consultation. Current Clinic, easy access to comprehensive AFib care right here in Southeast New Mexico.
Searching for a church that honors God? Come to First Church Artesia at 4th and Grand. We're a family of believers putting Christ first, preaching the Bible with reverence and uniting all ages in family-integrated worship. Sundays at 10:45 a.m., experience the timeless truth and heartfelt praise. We're reaching Artesia with the good news, living all of Christ for all of life. Check out artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook, First Church Artesia, where faith thrives.
When you need tough, reliable equipment that gets the job done right, turn to your local Kubota experts. Amigo Machinery in Roswell, proud to be your hometown Kubota dealer, offering a full line of tractors, mowers, and construction equipment, plus genuine parts and expert service and advice. Locally owned and here for you. Stop by Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell or call 575-624-2026. Proud sponsor of the Eddy and Chaves County 4-H and FFA livestock shows.
At Artesia Ford Sales, we've been taking care of your family's automotive needs for 60 years. Now you can get Ford service just the way you want it, without leaving your home. With complimentary Ford pickup and delivery, or our Ford mobile service van, we'll come to you, handle your routine maintenance or light repairs right in your driveway, and get you back on the road fast. Artesia Ford Sales, family owned, family trusted for 60 years. ArtesiaFordSales.com. Schedule your mobile service today.
Do you have missing teeth or would like them replaced? If you think dental implants are not affordable, think again. At Maupin & Brown Dentistry, their goal has always been to provide the highest quality dentistry in a state-of-the-art office at a reasonable price. They routinely treat patients that have traveled out of town for a consultation but cannot afford the treatment quoted. If this sounds like your story, come in today. As one of New Mexico's largest users of the world-class Nobel implants, they're able to purchase in volume and pass the savings on to you. So if you're missing a tooth or have loose dentures, call today for a free evaluation, which includes a free 3D x-ray. You'll be given treatment options and an honest evaluation with no hard sell, no arm twisting. But don't take our word for it. Just ask one of the thousands of patients they've treated. Maupin & Brown Dentistry, your choice for experienced, affordable, state-of-the-art dentistry. Call 627-0141 or visit maupinbrown.com.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. As promised, we now have students and the boss man from Artesia Classical Academy up in here. Mark, how are you doing this morning, brother?
I'm well. How are you, sir?
Good. Hey, why don't you introduce the guys? Or here, we'll let them introduce themselves. So give me your name and who your parents are and what grade you're in.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you who my brothers are too or not?
Nah, you don't need to tell them, guys.
My name is Sam West, and my mom and dad are Karen and Bobby West.
All right. What grade you in, bud?
And I'm in 4th grade.
4th grade.
I'm Corbin Harvey Mayberry. My parents are Jacqueline Mayberry and Brendan Harvey, and I'm in 6th grade.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when your dad pulled up, I was so confused because I thought it was like he was coming in for his interview. I was like, wait, do we got the schedule wrong?
You're a little early. Wrong day, wrong time.
So, and like I said, Mark Williams, you're the head of school over at Artesia Classical Academy. So you told me, I thought you guys were starting today, but
no, we started on Monday.
You guys kicked off on Monday.
We did. Yeah. We did. We've had a good first week of school.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of learning, a lot of adjusting.
Yeah.
We have 22 full-time students and 10 homeschool special students. So we're serving 32 students this year,
awesome,
which is a big jump for us.
Yeah. How many did you have last year?
Last year we served, depending on the time of the year, from 12 to 15.
Oh, wow. You doubled.
And so we doubled. Whew. And so, which is great. But we've a little bit of growing pains this week of figuring out how we're all going to move and shift and transition from the playground to chapel to class. And so, but a lot of good stuff, a lot of excitement on campus with the kids that we have, and a lot of learning already happening in the classroom. So it's been a great first week.
That is wonderful. Yeah. So for the rest of school's going to school for their first day, and you guys are doing your last day of your first week today.
Last day of the first week.
That's it.
Yes, we are.
Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday. It's a great feeling, right? That we don't have school tomorrow. Yeah, we've gone to a 4-day school week this week or this year, really to serve our families and to be able to give everybody a day of rest on Friday, and families to have some family time together, and we're excited about that. And so we pack in a lot Monday through Thursday.
Yeah,
kids go from about 8 to 3:45.
Okay,
and so there's a lot of learning, a lot of community learning that we have going on, and so we get after it from Monday through Thursday, and then we have a day of rest on Friday.
Great.
And so we're excited about that.
That's awesome. All right, well, let's start over here with you, Mr. West. Tell me what you did this summer, man. How was the summer? What all did you get done?
I played basketball.
Yeah.
And soccer.
Here, don't grab the bottom of it. It's making a bunch of noise.
And that's about it.
That's it?
And I went outside.
Yeah.
A lot.
Where did you play basketball at?
My house.
Oh, at your house. Oh, okay. Thought maybe
he is the commissioner of a wiffle ball league. Did you start a wiffle ball league in your backyard this summer?
A wiffle ball league?
That's what I heard.
He
didn't invite the big poppy to come
and
hit homers.
Cook you.
You heard it, man. It's a wiffle ball tournament at ACA this year. We're going to see who's got the wiffle ball skills.
Yep.
What about you, Mr. Harvey? What did you do this summer? Fight fires and,
No. I went farming with my mom a lot.
Yeah? Yeah. What kind of farming? Like, did they let you drive the tractor? Were you out there mowing hay and?
No.
No. What all did you do?
I also went to this guy's house.
Went to that guy's house a lot?
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Did either one of you guys do anything in the fair?
Yeah, I went to the fair.
Yeah,
Did you?
I went to 2 fairs.
Yeah. Did you have fun at the carnival?
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go to the carnival.
I just watched my cousin and left.
Oh, you watch your cousin show animals and then leave?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So how excited are you guys about the upcoming school year?
Yes.
Just kind of, huh?
Kind of.
Yeah.
So you said you're 4th grade. What grade did you say you're in?
6th.
You're in 6th grade, so you're top level student, right?
Yeah.
Like you're the upperclassman at ACA because you guys go kindergarten through 6th over there. So you like rule the roost over there. You're like the big dog, keep all them other kids in line.
Yeah.
Especially this guy, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, the great thing is these are 2 of our line leaders, and they do a great job of setting the example and leading by their actions for our students. And so we're awfully proud of them and glad that they're at ACA.
Yeah, great. So first week is almost done. You got to get through the day. You still got to make it to the end of the day. But what else did you guys do this week? What did you?
A lot of classes.
A lot of classes. What'd you learn?
I didn't learn anything.
A lot of procedures.
Where to put my stuff at?
Where to put my stuff. That's kind of the first week, though. It's always like, where do we put our stuff? Where do we go? What classes? And all that. Did you get some good recess time, though?
Yes.
Yeah. We're spending quite a bit more time on the playground in the mornings and at lunch.
Good. Yeah. For these young men, that's important, man. You got to get that energy out, and
It is. Get that energy. Get some vitamin D.
Yeah.
And work, but a lot of procedures the first week. And one of the cool things is all of our kids have lockers this year. We redid our gym, and have a big, nice paint job. Y'all like our gym?
Yeah.
That paint job's pretty cool. That paint job,
you did help with that.
The paint job's pretty cool in there, isn't it? Yeah.
So all of our kids have their own lockers now.
Oh, look at you.
Which is cool. So kids are excited about that and decorating. So navigating some of that stuff.
Do you remember your combination?
We don't have
no
them.
No, you don't know combination locks.
We know. I took all the combinations.
Mark's
off.
like, I'm not doing this.
I'm not doing this all day long.
I remember in 6th grade, that was like the big thing. It's like, I've got to remember my combination. I got to remember my combination.
No doubt. You had it written everywhere.
And so
You know, 3 times to the right, 2 to the left, got to go past it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we took all the combinations off because I didn't want to mess with that all day long.
Yeah, it's Christian school. We should just be able to trust each other.
We should be able to trust. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you guys something else. Oh, so you're 4th grade, you're 6th grade. So both of you guys are in Latin, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You looking forward to that? How many years you been going to school there?
3.
3. What about you?
5.
5? So you've been there since the beginning then.
How could you?
I was going to say.
He did kinder. Yeah. He's in his 5th year.
Yeah. So
he's gone. Sam's been at ACA the whole way through.
Yeah.
And then Corbin's in his 3rd year.
Okay. So you guys looking forward to a little bit of Latin this year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're going to learn all kinds of Latin words?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's already learned it a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's 4th grade the first year?
So we start in 3rd grade. So
3rd grade's Latin, yeah. Okay.
3rd and 4th grade do Latin A.
Yeah.
And so it really kind of 2 years gives them an opportunity to kind of master those skills at that level. And then 5th and 6th grade do Latin B for 2 years. And 7th grade we'll do Latin C.
Yeah.
And so it gives them 2 years of taking it in and learning it and letting it really sink in.
So you're in a lucky position, man, because you're in the top class and you'll remain in the top class.
You will.
Because they've got to create 7th grade for you next year. And
yes, sir.
Next year. How many kids in your grade?
4.
There's 4 of you. What about you over in 4th grade?
4.
4 of you. Okay. Yeah, but 32 kids. Does it seem like a lot of kids there this year? Like a little more than was like last year. Like, holy cow, there's a lot of people here, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different feel.
Yeah.
Last year we were able to really educate at a leisurely pace.
Yeah.
And now adding kids, which is a great thing.
Which is wonderful. Blessing of God, yeah.
Is we're having to adjust to that.
Yeah.
But it's a good adjustment.
Okay.
It's putting us in a situation where we have to look at, hey, how are we transitioning? How are we doing this in an orderly manner?
Mm-hmm.
With kids. And so it's an exciting time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, Mark, tell us, tell the people a little bit about school. What's going on? Like, hey, can we still get in?
Yeah. So ACA is in its 5th year.
Yep.
Of existence. And so we right now are serving kinder through 6th grade. Right now, we've had quite a bit of inquiries about pre-K and stuff, and we'll looking at adding that in the next coming years. And so we've talked about our enrollments doubled, which is great. And so right now, really the only grades we have a couple spots in is 1st grade.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty full in all of our other classes based on our seats and based in our the amount of kids we can have in the classroom. And so that's all good stuff for us. And we are a classical Christian school. We start with chapel every day. Our main goal is to cultivate wisdom and virtue in all of our students. And we're partnering with parents to help develop the whole student, not just that they read, write, and do math, but that they learn virtue. And we serve a lot within the community. We do a lot of learning outside of the classroom. And so it's really just trying to have a partnership with parents who want a Christian education to provide the best that we can for the community.
Yeah.
So we also have a homeschool specials program where homeschool kids come and join us in the afternoons. And that gives us an opportunity to serve that part of the community and provide really some social learning. They're doing art, PE, STEM, and music during that time. And so we have 2 different ways that we're serving the community with full-time students and with our homeschool specials.
How many got enrolled so far on the homeschool side?
We have 10.
So you're jumping up to 42 in the afternoons.
Yeah. Well, 32. We have 22 full-time.
And 22 full-time. Okay, gotcha.
So,
gotcha. Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so we're excited to be able just to serve families in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you guys looking forward to this year? What do you have they told you any cool things you're going to get to do?
Oh, we're going to go on a fishing field trip, and I'm going to catch more fish than Mr. Williams.
Oh, he wishes.
You ain't catching more than me.
Yeah, where are you guys going fishing at?
We can't say where the honey hole is.
Yeah.
But we got a honey hole spot.
It's a top secret.
We got to keep that top
fishing.
secret. But Sam talks about going fishing all the time, and so we're gonna see if he actually knows what he's talking about, or
see if he's got them skills.
He just likes to stand by a lake and with the string in the water.
Yeah.
See if he's getting skills.
You got to talk. You talk a bunch. You're gonna catch any fish. You got to get in there. Focus.
That's do it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so we'll have a fishing field trip. Science, we're all studying some animals of some sort.
Okay.
And so we're gonna go. We'll go to the zoo and an art gallery. There, we'll have a fun field trip at the end of the year. We'll go to Pumpkin Patch here at Heirloom Acres. They always do such a great job.
Heirloom Acres, yeah.
With their pumpkin patch and really providing an educational experience for students.
Yeah.
And so we always go out there and support them and what they're doing out there. So we'll go there, and then we'll do some other cool stuff. We're studying medieval history.
Oh, great.
All of our kids are. And so they'll do presentations in February, and we may have a Renaissance fair at the end of the year. I'm kind of working on where we can have our kids kind of experience some of that on campus.
Hey, you should convince him to let you guys, get suits of armor and fight each other.
Yeah, do a little night fight, maybe some jousting on their bicycles or something like that. But no, we got a lot of fun learning, with field trips and with presentations, and with just experiences to make learning real.
Yeah,
and make it tangible where our kids are. Where that learning is sticking with them for their life.
Right. So let's see. So you got a bunch of field trips coming up. You guys got a big play for Christmas this year. You guys did a phenomenal job last year. What do we got in store this year?
Yeah, we'll do a Christmas program.
Awesome.
It'll be on December 17th.
Okay.
At 6 p.m. Haven't decided the title and stuff yet, but we will when that comes. It's August. It's hard to think of Christmas already to some degree.
I know Tabitha's already thinking.
Tabitha is well thinking about it.
She's got a plan in place.
Yes, Tabitha Trujillo is our music teacher, and she does a fantastic job of teaching our kids and organizing and leading our Christmas program. And then in the fall, everything kind of leads up to that. So we're working on rhythm and singing in the fall. Yesterday, they were working on quarter notes and rest and being able to clap in rhythm. And then in the spring, they start.
Maybe I need to go to school over there and learn how to clap in rhythm.
If you don't have rhythm, Miss Tabitha can teach you. And then in the spring, they learn an instrument. Last year, they learned the recorder. So they're learning to read music and to play music.
That's wonderful.
In the spring, and so she does a fantastic job.
Yeah.
With our music program.
Awesome. So let's see. Did you guys memorize a Bible verse this week? No.
We're working on it.
Working on one.
What's our memory verse for?
What are you working on?
Matthew 1.
Matthew 5.
Or Matthew 5, 1 through 12.
Matthew 5, 1 through 12. Have you got any of it down yet? No.
we know there's a lot of blessed in there.
A lot of blessed.
Right. There's a lot of blessed.
Blessed.
Oh, you're right.
Blessed.
We had that conversation yesterday. So in Bible class, we're studying the Gospels and the life of Christ. And so throughout the year, our kids will be memorizing portions of the Sermon on the Mount. By the end of the year, if they memorize all their scriptures each month, they'll have the Sermon on the Mount memorized.
Yeah.
And so the first section is the Beatitudes.
Beatitudes, yeah.
And so we had this whole conversation, is it blessed or is it blessed, yesterday in chapel as they were working on memorizing it with their memory groups.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of had a fun little conversation about it yesterday.
Hey, you guys want to know a secret about that word?
Yeah.
So that word blessed, so there's actually many words in Scripture that get translated in English to blessed. You know what that one actually means?
What?
It means happy. Happy is the man who is poor in spirit, And so remember that as you're memorizing it. This is about what it means to be happy right here. So pretty cool, huh? All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and hit our news break, and we'll come back after this, and we'll see if we can find some more stuff to talk about. All right? You guys excited? Having fun yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on TV. You see that? People are watching you. All right, let's get some news.
everyone. With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. A former Longhorn who's challenged by Cowboys coaches to take a more professional approach to his career has a chance to climb the depth chart in this weekend's preseason opener. Find out who right after this.
Cowboys Nation is big because everything's bigger in Texas. And Reliant has the energy to power it all. From home field advantage to home sweet home, Reliant has Dallas Cowboys fans all across the Lone Star State covered for every electric moment this season and beyond. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of your Dallas Cowboys.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Game on, and so is SWBC. Buying a home? We've got home loan options tailored to fit your needs. Need a partner for payroll, HR, and employee benefits? Done. And whether it's time to grow your business or buy a new home, our team is right there in your corner because SWBC is your partner for your family, for your business, for your wins. Forward together. Visit SWBC.com. SWBC Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 9741. Check licensing at www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Javonte Williams is the Cowboys' starting running back, but there's stiff competition as to who will be his primary backup. This weekend's preseason opener in Seattle is a chance for returning veterans like Jaden Blue, Phil Moffa, and Malik Davis to state their cases. Blue is a former Texas Longhorn, has the speed and big playability to be a home run hitter, but he was active only 5 games as a rookie. Challenged by the staff to take a more serious approach this year, Blue says he's hit the playbook hard and it's paying off.
The game is slow down. It's kind of coming easy to me now. Not making mental errors, making sure that I know my assignment so that once I know the playbook like that, I can play fast.
Saturday's preseason opener at Seattle kicks off at 5 o'clock Central here on your radio home for the boys.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning, I'm John Terrett. CPI inflation rose slightly from June to July. It was up 0.1% for the month at 3.4% year on year. Strip out food and energy and you get core CPI. That was up 0.2% in July or 2.5% for the year. The Fed next meets to discuss rates in September. So this, plus last week's decline of 23,000 jobs in July, eases pressure on them to hike. At the end of the Wednesday session, there was no record on the S&P 500, but it did trade above its all-time high briefly during the day of 77.57. It closed at 77.48. Oil remained elevated after President Trump said the U.S. has total control over the Strait of Hormuz and may keep it that way. CoreWeave, the AI tool company from Livingston in New Jersey, surging after earnings, and Supermicro, the server people from California, giving a very rosy outlook and surging too, both of them up about 20%. Not bad. Ted Decker, the boss of Home Depot, is taking temporary medical leave. It'll take 2 executives to fill his shoes while he's away. Wendy's stock jumped 12% yesterday after the Financial Times newspaper, the Pink 'Un so-called, reported that Nelson Peltz's Trian Fund Management is preparing a deal to take the burger chain private. This after it slipped out of the top 3 here in America. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Now, time for another Otis Advisory.
The warm embrace of New York socialism has just introduced a new in-person way to meet your next mate. Say hello to blindfold speed dating, the hip new way for the young at heart to introduce themselves to other free-range chickens looking for their next candygram. No peeking now. Keep that blindfold right there while you sniff around for a new bunkmate to share the washer-dryer with. And no talking either. Just feel around for lumps as you move through the the ballroom. Leave those old dating apps behind. That's so last year. You'll want to pull on your rubber gloves first. You don't know where it's been. And use your smeller to sort animal from vegetable from solid state. And if you come up on one with their pronouns all pinned to their shirt, just move on to the next table. No questions asked. Now be careful though. People stink, some worse than others. So just say, show me your agenda, and look to see if anything is actionable. Naturally, we ask Low Whiskers to stop by the Blindfold Speed Dating store for a tour.
Don't talk to me right now, Uncle Otis. I'm not doing anything until I get out of these wet shoes.
Now, all this might sound like a lot of eggs for speed dating, but you'll catch on quick once you get a good whiff of Mr. Lost and Found. So come on now, you can't win if you don't play. And remember, we do all this pro bono, so it's all free. That's the way we Otis. I'll see you at the Peace March.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Hey, we still got the crew from ACA in here. We were talking about all kinds of. These guys were like watching all the screenshots of the new recreation center. You guys pretty excited for that? That's a pretty cool looking place, ain't it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to go down that big old giant slide?
I don't think I'll fit.
No, you will. That thing's huge. That thing is massive.
Yeah, you'll fit.
I think I could fit down. I may go down that slide tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So guys, let's see. So let's go to this. What is your favorite subject? I know I've asked y'all before, but I don't remember. So what's your favorite subject at school?
Science.
You like science? Why do you like science?
Because we're learning about any animal.
Any animal? So what
Yes.
animal did you study this week?
Well, we haven't studied any yet.
Any particular animals yet? Yeah, you're just kind of talking about animal science right now.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? So you're looking forward to that this year? You guys doing that all year long? Like it'll just be like working through different animals or
well,
throughout the year?
mammals and reptiles.
Yeah.
Sea animals.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So they'll kind of work through that as they go.
Talk a little bit about how Adam named them all, and you wonder like where did he come up with aardvark? That's just weird, isn't it?
Aardvark.
So, what animal in particular are you excited about learning about?
Wiener dogs.
Yeah, you told us your wiener dog had puppies yesterday.
Yes, 3 of them.
3 of them. What are you going to do with that many wiener dogs around the house?
Not that much.
That's 4 of them at least, right there. Yeah, that's a lot of.
7 of them.
7 of them. That's a lot of hot dogs running around your house, man.
That is. Sam's a puppy father.
Yeah, you got lots of puppies, huh? You like those? Awesome. What about you, man? Like, what's your favorite subject in school? Mathematics. You're a math man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you guys in for 6th grade? Is that pre-algebra or?
Yeah, we'll do pre-algebra next year.
Pre-algebra 7th grade. So you're just kind of hitting that upper level grade school math there.
Yeah. We haven't started yet. I'm holding everybody back. My book's not here yet.
What?
Yeah.
Well, why'd you order it late, man?
I didn't.
That was ordered a month and a half ago.
He did.
A month and a half ago.
Yeah.
So
thanks a lot, Amazon. You know.
Yeah, I know, for real. But they started reviewing ratios. I think y'all were on the other day.
Yeah.
So
who teaches math over there?
Miss Elkins.
Miss Elkins teaches y'all math, and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
What do you like about math?
I'm good at it.
Hey, man, find enjoyment in the things you're good at, you know, because when God gives you a gift, you know, embrace it and find joy in it. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. So science and math, you guys don't like reading and
I like PE.
You like PE?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
I'm good at that.
What are you guys doing for PE right now?
Yesterday we did one game, but he was just mostly talking about what we're gonna do.
Talking about what you're gonna do for the year. Who's teaching PE this year?
Coach Cox.
Yeah.
Coach Cox. I don't
Mr.
think
Ben Cox.
Ben from
First Baptist.
From
He's the
First
youth pastor at
Baptist.
First Baptist.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so he does PE for us.
So you get PE
Does a
and
great
a little bit of youth group Bible study in there. You know what I'm saying? All right. You know. So Awesome. So what else can people look forward to? And me and you were discussing, and I might as well say it up for you guys are pretty well maxed out for right now.
Right now we are.
People can still come talk to you and
absolutely.
look, and
we'll host visits throughout the year. So if you're interested in just checking out the school, the best thing is just to reach out and schedule a visit.
Yeah.
You can schedule a visit from our website,
Uh-huh.
and we'll reach out to you and set the date and time. But we've already got people who are already committing to the 27-28 school year of joining us, for that. And so, but anybody who's interested in the school, the first step is really come see it, come see the school, come see what it really is. Come meet our kids.
Go look at the curriculum, all of that,
all that
stuff.
kind of stuff. Yeah. It's kind of like a car. You don't, now you could buy a car online and not test drive it, but
you actually can. Yeah.
Yeah. But come and test drive it. Come see it. Bring your kids. Come see it and see what ACA is all about.
I'll come hang out.
Yeah, you would come hang out. Yeah. We'll have some students come and help lead the visit, and
that's cool.
So they can get an experience of that and kind of connect with your student. And for us, it's about connections and really just working with families and providing the best education we can.
Yeah.
That's really centered on what's true, good, and beautiful.
Yeah.
And what we're learning. And
that was our Bible lesson last hour.
Yes.
Is focusing on the good, true, and the beautiful.
Absolutely.
Let's see. So you guys, I mean, that's pretty amazing though. If you gotta think about this, God has given you guys steady growth since the beginning.
Yep.
And if you're watching and looking, it may be that He's about to amp that up. And what an amazing blessing from God that you're just focusing on Him and educating kids, and He's bringing the fold or the
God's faithfulness is amazing.
Yeah.
All the time. And we've seen it throughout the school year.
Mm-hmm.
Providing financially for the school, providing us a location there at Westside Church of Christ.
Yeah.
They've been very, very gracious to us,
Mm-hmm.
and allowed us to have a home.
Yeah.
And so, between the new home and being able to provide and the staff that we have, we have amazing staff.
Yeah.
All of our staff have taught at least 3 years or more in education.
Okay.
From 3 to 30 years.
Yeah.
And they come in with a wealth of knowledge of teaching and educating and making impact in students' lives. Their heart for our students and really for our students to know what's true, good, and beautiful is inspiring.
Yeah.
And they really invest in our students and connect with our students and really point them to the truth.
Yeah.
And so they're amazing staff. I'd put them up against anybody, any school in the state of New Mexico.
Yeah.
And so they do a fantastic job, not only their content, but just being able to point it back to God.
Yeah. That's amazing. And I always point back, people talk about growth church, church growth strategies and all this and that. And I go, well, Acts 2 gives this to us. And this is what, seems like the model you guys, you're gathering, you're breaking bread together, you're focusing on the teaching of the apostles, and it's God that brings the increase, right?
Absolutely.
No gimmicks, no tricks, just here, this is what it is, a God-centered education. And He seems to be blessing it.
Absolutely. Some of the other big highlights, our PTO is very involved. And we have families and parents on our campus all the time.
Yeah.
Whether it's serving in PTO, whether it's coming and reading to a class, or joining us in chapel or leading chapel, or we have dads who will come in the morning and play with the kids. And so the families that we have that have come together really covenanted that this is how we want to do education. We want to do it together, and we want to be invested in our kids' education has really been the backbone of what ACA is and is becoming. And so without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we can do.
Yeah.
So a big shout out to our PTO and our parents and our families that just are really just the foundation of ACA.
Yeah. Sam, you like your parents showing up during school? Say yes. She's
They
right out
don't.
there, man.
They don't.
He does. He doesn't want to always say it, but
Yeah.
deep down inside, he really likes it that his parents are involved.
Yeah.
And all of our kids do.
Yeah. Whereas, in other models, like it's completely a whole different world from home. And this is kind of an extension of home.
Very much so.
Yeah. So, all right, fellas, what else is exciting you about school right now? You guys just glad to see all your friends and hang out again?
Specials are right after recess.
What's right after recess?
Specials like art, PE.
Oh, tell me.
STEM, and music.
So, okay. Oh, that's the afternoon.
Yep.
That's the
That's
afternoon.
our
So, you like eat lunch and I didn't think about that. I mean, so does everybody bring bag lunch, I guess? Or
Yep.
do you, yeah.
Yeah.
So what did your mom pack you for lunch today?
I packed it myself.
Packed it yourself? Look at this grown up.
Chef Boyard Corbin.
Yeah. What did you make?
I don't remember.
That was last night. You slept?
A pizza pocket? I don't think they sell those anymore.
I don't know.
Hot pockets? Yeah.
Yeah, they sell those.
Yeah.
Hot Pocket.
Yeah,
I've seen a hot
Pockets.
pocket in forever.
Yeah, Sam's a Hot Pocket fan.
Yeah. What did you bring? What did you bring for lunch today, Sam?
Uncrustables.
Uncrustables.
Cold
That's just that's just a cold pocket. That's just a peanut butter and jelly cold pocket.
not
It's the same
Without
thing.
the crust.
I'm only going till 10
Oh, you're only going
because
till
I'm
10.
going to the Bulldog scrimmage.
Oh,
He has a
down
brother
in
who
Don
plays.
Las Cruces, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got a brother playing on the high school team?
Destin Pacheco.
Oh man, Pacheco's your big brother. Yeah, he's pretty much a superstar over there. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think. Mark, is there anything else? I mean, we don't have to drag it out. I got
you're
a
all good.
commercial break. We can
We're all good.
we can cut it off,
Um,
and I just want to make sure everybody gets to hear and
Yeah.
and everything you guys have got going on.
We've got a lot of fun going on. They typically do their academic work in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll have lunch recess, and we do specials. And then after that is we have our what we call our workshops. That's where they do Latin.
Yeah. Okay.
Our kinder through second grade are learning Spanish.
Yeah.
We have a Spanish A and a Spanish B. Kinder and first are in Spanish A, and our second graders in Spanish B.
Okay.
I wanted to do Spanish.
I know they wanted to do Spanish. We just couldn't make it work.
Well, just
no,
you're the top class.
I already know
So-
Latin. I gotta learn
I
Spanish.
know, but
Yeah.
when you get up
You
to high
can't-
school, we go, hey, Mr. Williams, we need a Spanish option for us high schoolers,
We'll get
and
there.
then you got to go do some more
I need to
Spanish.
learn Spanish.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
And once you
Sam.
know Latin, like my daughter will tell
Mm-hmm.
you, like, so she learned Latin because she went through classical education. Like Spanish has been a lot easier for her since she's actually majoring or minoring in Spanish at college. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
And so maybe she'll
workshops.
graduate and come back and teach Spanish
There
here
you
for
go,
you guys.
maybe. But we'll do workshops. So
Yeah.
We'll have Bible, the foreign language. Our kids do a lot of presentations. And
Yeah.
So
No.
from the adage of if you really want to learn it, teach it.
Yeah.
And so we have a workshop on presentations where our kids are practicing presentations, practicing those parts of it.
Yeah.
We're going to add practicing being on the radio because
There
bring
you
our
go.
kids to the radio. So
Yeah. Gotta have a radio presence, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, we got to work on that radio voice. And so we'll do that. And then on Thursdays we do some line readers where our older kids read with our young kids.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we're putting in a house system this year. So we're excited about that. And it's really a house system is where we'll divide up our kids within houses.
Yeah.
Think of like Harry Potter.
Are you in Gryffindor? What?
Gryffindor.
And so we're going to put that in actually this afternoon, and we'll do some house activities.
That'll be cool.
On Thursday afternoon. So
And you just mix it up among the grades in each one, and
Yeah. We'll have leaders
competition's
and stuff.
good, guys.
Yeah. So
Competition's good.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
We'll
A
have
lot
to
of great
draw
stuff.
for this guy.
Yeah.
Do what?
We'll have to draw for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to see today.
No matter
is-
what team I'm
Do you have a
on,
drawing out
do you
to
have,
see
do
what
you have a
house.
sorting hat?
We have a sorting box.
A sorting box.
We don't quite have the hat, but a sorting box. So we should have a lot of fun this afternoon.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun there, guys. So, well, all right. If you got anything else, but if not, guys, I appreciate you coming in. I hope you're enjoying school. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. I mean, if nothing sells this school, a 3-day weekend's gotta,
It would be pretty nice. I know. I woke up today going, "Oh, this is my Friday. This is what I'm going to do."
Yeah. I bet you'll still be in the office tomorrow.
I will be. Yeah, we have plenty of work to do. So I will definitely. We will have some 4-day weekends. We still take all the major holidays, so we'll take off Labor Day.
Okay, yeah.
That's part of the reason why we started a week early is to catch up.
Well, what is your like Christmas break and spring break and all that look like? Do you kind of match up the schools?
We match up.
Okay.
We take a full week for Thanksgiving, 2 weeks for Christmas.
Yeah.
Spring break is still the third week in March. It matches up with APS.
Yeah.
And so we still take off Martin Luther King and President's Day, those Monday holidays.
Those Monday ones, yeah.
We just make them up by starting a week early.
Yeah.
So that we have like a full week at the beginning.
Gotcha.
And so, so kids never go on Friday, but we still get tons of learning in.
All right, fellas. This is it. Who do you want to say hi to on the radio? Anybody?
Eli Barber.
All right, Eli.
Bennett Elkins.
Who?
Bennett.
Oh, Bennett Elkins. Okay. They're at school right now. They're not listening to the radio.
They'll go back and listen to it.
There you go.
They will.
All right, fellas. I appreciate you coming in. God bless you all and have an awesome school year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
This Friday, August 14th, the brand new Artesia Recreation Center throws open its doors with a free back-to-school bash from 4 to 7 p.m. Bring the whole family for free youth basketball, volleyball, and pickleball clinics, a DJ, inflatables, food trucks, yard games, local vendors, fitness experiences, and self-guided tours of the 2-story facility. Plus, complimentary admission to the Aquatic Center from 6 to 9. It's free, fun, and for everyone. We'll see you Friday at the ARC.
Enrollment is now open for 26-27 at Artesia Classical Academy. ACA provides a Christ-centered classical education designed to build wisdom, character, and leadership. With small class sizes, teachers truly know every student. Our 4-day school week gives families balance, while students excel in Latin, Spanish, American Sign Language, STEM, PE, art, and music. If you want your child challenged academically and grounded in faith, choose Artesia Classical Academy. Visit artesiaclassicalacademy.org or call 575-247-1378 today.
Check out the savings this week at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Select bags of Crystal Farm shredded or chunk cheese are just 2 for $4. And select jars of Prego pasta sauces are 2 for $5. In produce, extra large seedless watermelons are $6.99 each. And 5-count bags of Hass avocados are only $2.98 each. In the meat department, pork baby back ribs are $2.99 a pound, and whole chickens are just 99 cents a pound. These are just some of the savings this week at Fens Country Market in Artesia.
Hi, this is Dr. Keon at Carabelli Dental. If you're missing teeth or struggling with dentures, I want you to know there's a better way. It's called 3-on-6 Dental Implant Solutions. It's the most natural smile replacement ever. With 3-on-6, you don't just smile again, you eat again. Apples, steaks, whatever you love, you can eat it with confidence. And here's the kicker. Carabelli Dental is the only office in New Mexico and West Texas offering this advanced dental treatment. My team and I are experts in implants and in sedation. So while you relax, we will transform your smile. Call Carabelli Dental today and take back your smile and your bite.
Call 575-622-4455.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top-selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
Oh, it helps if you turn the microphone on before you start speaking. Hey, Artesia. Hey, we got a few more minutes to close out the hour. I want to thank the ACA crew for coming in. They're always a pleasure to have here. The kids are always awesome. They've, you got to prod them a little bit. They're young, and this is a little weird to them to be on the radio, but what they're doing over there at ACA is pretty impressive. It's very God honoring, and we're glad to have these guys here in town and trying to, just give another option. And maybe it's not for your family, maybe it's not for everybody, but I'll tell you, it's definitely a faithful, God-centered education, and I am thankful that they're here and that they're doing this. But it reminded me of a article I saw, and I think I've got a few minutes I can get this covered if I can figure out how to find my bookmarks in Facebook, but I'm not sure how to do that. I always bookmark stuff and then I never can remember how to face it. But it was an infographic that got shared, and it was showing birth rates. And I hadn't really given a whole lot of thought of it for quite a long time. But it was pointing out that from 2006 or 2005 to 2025, the decline in birth rates. And what does birth rates mean, right? How many kids are born opposed to how many people die, right? And in 2005, we were barely above the replacement rate. So 2.1, it was at that point, it was 2.12. There it is right there. The replacement rate was at 2.12. So for every person that passed, two kids were born. And so, it was an increasing population. And it pointed out that in 2025, that had fallen to 1.58, right? And then it breaks it down by state and everything else. And it was pointing out that not even a single state in America was at a replacement rate of 2. And so basically, what does that mean? That when you're below that 2 mark, you're getting closer to 1, for every person dies, 1 kid's born. And so then your population holds steady. There's no population growth. Everything just kind of sets stagnant. And with that, there's an issue with that because, as older generations decline or die off, and you don't have enough to replace them, then you have a lack of workers. You don't have as many people. You don't have as many people to fill jobs. Your economy is going to take a hit. Everything is tied to that number. And I can remember back in early 2000s, the discussion about this is, we're barely at the replacement rate. We're getting down close to 2. Whereas, 30, 40 years ago, it was like at 3. And so at the current rate of decline, in 20 years from now, will be less than 1 to 1. That'll be a problem. That's going to be a major problem. Like, oh, well, we're still replacing more than we're losing. But at the current rate of decline, if we watch that, that's going to put us in a really hairy position, I guess I could say, is in the future, because if we don't have enough people to replace who we're losing, then the economy can crash from that, and we can have some serious problems. So, and I was thinking about the school, and I was thinking about the kids, and our discussion earlier in the past hour about focus on that which is good, true, and beautiful, and we're thankful for everything we have, but we look at this thing and we go, well, why is this? Well, the truth of it is because we've lost focus on what is good and true and beautiful. And Scripture tells us over and over again that children are a blessing from the Lord. Our society has turned away from that. Our society has started to look at children as a burden. They've been so caught up in climate hysteria and all the craziness that comes about, and they're being told that the world is such a horrible place. And you hear this from college students all the time. Well, why would I want to bring any kid into this world? This world is horrible. Our nation's racist. Our nation's this. And they'll use it as a justification for abortion, right? Now, we who would want to bring a kid into this? We need to have that. And I would look and go, because they haven't focused on what's good, true, and beautiful, they now believe that abortion is a good thing. So, which is not true and is not beautiful. And you want to explain a lot of our problems with declining populations, and it's the fact that we kill our children in the womb. That's the hard truth of it. People are having less kids, and more children are being killed in the womb every year. And man, it's quite of a thing to be pondering on and praying about, right? One of those things I talked about earlier, I can't change it. I can recognize it as a problem. I can recognize it as something that needs to be thought upon, and it's something that needs to be pondered upon. But more importantly, it's something that needs to be prayed upon continuously and loudly from pulpits, from your private prayer room to everything is like, Lord, bless our nation. And blessing come in the form of children. It comes in the form of a growing population that is honoring God. And we don't have it right now. And so one of the things I encourage people is to think about this and pray on it and turn it over to God, and then look and see how it affects your life. Should we vote for people who are like, hey, yeah, let's kill children at will? Or should we go vote for those who say, no, we're not going to do that? All right, Artesia, that's the end of our hour. We'll see you after this.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. A former executive with the Southern Poverty Law Center has been arrested. Attorney General Todd Blanche says former SPLC CFO Heidi Byrick faces bank fraud and a conspiracy charge.
I think as alleged in the indictment, this individual participated in the scheme as alleged. I believe she was part of the effort to open bank accounts in completely fictitious companies' names and make payments to individuals for reasons that were not accurate as described.
Byrick allegedly oversaw fraudulent donor payments to informants inside hate groups, including one with whom she allegedly had a romantic relationship and held a joint bank account with. Congo's Ebola outbreak goes from bad to worse, spreading to a sixth province where one death has been reported so far. How much is an NBA franchise worth these days? In the case of the LA Lakers, a bundle.
The Los Angeles Lakers are being sold to businessmen Josh Kushner and Bob Iger for $12.5 billion, the second time in just over a year. The sale, first reported by ESPN, still needs approval from the NBA's Board of Governors, and that process can take several weeks. The Lakers were valued at $10 billion last year when Mark Walter purchased a controlling stake from the Buss family. Kushner and Iger had all been involved in trying to get an expansion team for Las Vegas, but by buying the Lakers, the two do not have to wait for that decision. If it happens, expansion could take place in the 2028-29 season. I'm Marcela Sanchez.
Wholesale inflation cooled last month as falling gas prices reversed some of the recent price spikes. On Wall Street this hour, the Dow trading 92 points higher. The Nasdaq is up 241. The S&P better by 56 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, you'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping other believers afford their medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
A territorial dispute between Russia and Japan dating back to the closing days of World War II remains unresolved all these years later.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has visited one of 4 Russian-held islands claimed by Japan in his first trip to the disputed territory. Japan calls the islands the Northern Territories. Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi responded saying the 4 islands are Japan's, quote, inherent territory, both historically and under international law. He strongly protested Putin's visit. The 2 countries have never signed a formal Second World War peace treaty, with the unresolved territorial dispute over the islands remaining a major obstacle.
The BBC's Karumi Mori. The search for survivors amid the rubble of Colombia's earthquake is growing more desperate. Rescue teams are pushing up against a key time threshold to locate survivors before it's too late. News and analysis at townhall.com. Murder charges are unsealed against the son of actor film producer Rob Reiner and his wife.
A Los Angeles grand jury that has been meeting in secret has indicted Nick Reiner on murder charges in the stabbing deaths of his parents, Hollywood producers Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner. The unsealed indictment reveals few details, but alleges Nick was lying in wait for his parents before attacking them, which could make him eligible for the death penalty. The indictment comes as he seeks money from a trust his parents established for him, saying he needs it to help in his defense. In a statement, Los Angeles District Attorney Nathan Hochman says he hopes the indictment will bring them one step closer to a trial and achieving justice. I'm Jennifer King.
Lawyers for Tyler Robinson, charged with killing Charlie Kirk, argue against the death penalty for Robinson. The defense says he should not be subject to a death sentence because the gunman, quote, hit the intended target and no one else was endangered. More on these stories at townhall.com.
As KSVP celebrates 80 years of broadcasting in 2026, one of our longest-running features is the KSVIP. We love recognizing our local residents and listeners for great accomplishments in their lives. If it's a birthday, anniversary, promotion, retirement, a new family member, you name it, they're worthy of being a KSVIP. To nominate a special person who will receive recognition on the radio and a flower from Nell's Floral, call 575-746-2751.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. It's 9 o'clock, Thursday, August 13th. I'm your host, Scott Pettis, joined by my ever-faithful friend, Jeffrey Curtis.
Good to be here.
Got him out from behind the board. For the first time today, let him get out of his cage back there and come forward to visit. How's it been back there today? How's the weather in the other room?
It's a little cool.
Yeah, a little hot in here.
Yeah,
so, all these electronics and, kids.
Kids.
Tell you what, they put off a lot of heat. Hey, so Gene sent this to, did he send it to us this morning?
Last night.
Oh, was it last night? I woke up this morning, it was there, and I hit reply on it, and I realized it's like 5:30 in the morning. I bet neither one of them were like really wanting me to reply to a text at 5:30 in the morning.
I was like, okay.
I give my ever-present thumbs up.
Since it popped up that the Good Morning Artesia thread message, so I'm like, oh, it's a thumbs up.
I need you guys to pay attention to that, because if I ever get sick, I want to send that about 5:30 when I wake up. And I'm like, hey, y'all take care of this.
So. Yeah, I knew there was no response. I thought about sending a peace sign or something.
I crashed out early last night. I sat down to watch TV in the bed, and I was like, watch a show. I think I may have made it 5 minutes and woke up right at the end of the show. I'm like, okay. I think your wife nudged me, and probably because of snoring. And so, oh man.
Yeah, I was in bed early.
But I'm actually excited to hear it. It's a story. So I think we've covered it. I think Gene's talked about it. I've talked about it. And it was called the Southwestern Grid Connector Corridor, right?
Yes.
So under the Biden administration, they were trying to seize eminent domain, a 5 to 15 mile wide route, 670 miles long along, it'd be the eastern border.
Yeah.
Right. It kind of almost went from the top corner all the way down to like past Clovis. Like it was this huge chunk.
There's not a map on this one.
I guess they were going to run transmission lines, like electrical transmission lines, and I don't know what else they were going to do. It was green energy stuff. I know that. Like they were going to try to use it to move the energy from the wind farms or something down through there. I don't know.
It was a big push into more green energy and consolidation. And this was one of the corridors that went from Colorado down to us down here. Then there's another one like Lake Erie.
Oh, that's up.
Lake Erie, Canada corridor.
Yeah.
The Southwestern Grid Connector Corridor, which was us. And then the Tribal Energy Access Corridor as a means to advance their Green New Scam agenda. And accelerate decarbonization. And part of it, they went way over and beyond their the scope of their powers. Even though Biden, was pushing it. It included, his wife or whoever was.
The only thing he was pushing is his nurse call help button.
Part of it was going through Indian reservation.
Yeah, it was going through a res.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was other communities that it was taking not splitting them in half, but that 15 mile.
Yeah, it wasn't just like, we need an easement for a bunch of poles and wires.
Right.
That's what never made sense. Like, okay, if you're just creating a new power line, why do you need a 15-mile swath of land that you're basically, my understanding, and I could be completely wrong, I may have completely misunderstood, but they were actually like going to eminent domain this, and like the government would be taking the land and they would have control over it, and that could affect ranches and grazing rights, water rights through there. Who knows what all that was going to impact.
And I didn't even think about the water rights because that is pretty close to the Pecos River.
Okay. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that. I was just thinking when you take land, you take a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
And then I'm sure, with in the Green New Scam group, everything that ever happens in that land would be off limits because it's be protected and all this and that. It's just a land grab is what it seemed like to me. And so I was like, this is horrible. I did know, I remember reading it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were having a public hearing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess pushback was sufficient enough to get this administration to go, that's not happening.
From what I was reading, they already were before the town hall type things. Part of Trump's, the energy that he wants
the DOE,
to America to produce. This was going to set it back, alter how it was done. And then you think about that 15-mile wide line down the southeastern New Mexico part of the state.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to move and weave between the oil derricks that are out there now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or just now from that 15-mile stretch for 500 miles, gone.
Yeah, I don't even understand. It's Trump administration framed the decision. The decision was not to do this corridor as prioritizing affordable, reliable, and secure electricity over what is called prior climate alarmist agenda that raised cost, hurt reliability, and ignored local concerns. So yeah, I mean, good on them. I'm glad to hear it, you know, and so pushing back on that because one of the things that I've talked about this in the past, and it concerns me, is the Republican Party. The Conservative Party has always purported to be the party of less government, right? Mm-hmm. Less government interference. We go back to Reagan, you know, what is it, the 9 worst words or whatever, like, I'm from the government and I'm here to help, you know, the scariest words. I can't remember exactly how it's phrased.
How he termed it, but
I can't remember how he said it, but I'm not good at quotes sometimes. But that's the thing is we're supposed to be a small government. And I've harped on this for a while now is there's certain things that the liberal agenda over 100 plus years has pushed through, that now even the supposed conservative party has embraced as like, oh, well, this is just normal government operation. Now we have to conserve this, right? I saw it posted the other day. Somebody said, you know, the only thing the conservative party conserves is the liberal agenda from the past 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, and
well, and it's like that. You've been in government. I know it's military,
yes,
but you understand that, you know, your budget is $1 million.
Yeah.
If your projected budget for the next year is only 500,000, you're not going to just ask for 500,000.
Yeah.
You're going to ask for that $1 million again.
Yeah.
Because that's what they expect.
Well,
even though that 500,000,
it's even more nefarious than that. Is you know, every year that we played this game, for 25 years, I played this game. Say I got $1 million budget, and let's say it comes up. So fiscal year in the government is October 1 to October 1. Okay. So all the money from the previous year or from that year have to be spent by like September 15th or 20th or something like that. I don't remember the exact date. So about the end of August, 1st of September, and it'll be happening. It's probably happening right now among the government is, hey, you've got 50,000 left in your budget you didn't spend this year.
Mm-hmm.
You need to spend it now.
Yeah.
And you go on a wild shopping spree. Why? Because if you don't, you lose that money next year.
Yeah.
So if you save the government money this year, they'll take it away from you next year.
Yeah.
And give it to somebody else who was short on their budget. So you get penalized for being frugal.
Right.
Okay, think about that, ladies and gentlemen. That's our government at work. You're penalized as an organization within the government for being frugal. You have to spend everything.
Yeah.
Or you don't get it the next year. And I don't always, you know, next year's expenses might be more than this year's expenses. But so instead of getting rewarded for coming in under budget, I'll get punished for it.
Right. Whereas in a private enterprise,
that's not conservatism at work.
You are investing that money back into your business.
Yeah.
You're not just like, oh, well,
like,
you know what?
I increased profits this year by cutting back cost.
Yeah.
Right. And because there can be no profits in the government, well, we'll have to take that away from you next year because it'll look like we're profiting. No, man, that's not, just roll it over. Yeah. Yeah, fine. Give me 50,000 less next year, but you got to roll over last year's 50,000. Well, you can't do that. That imaginary money has to be spent so that I can give you more imaginary money. It's not even comprehensible at a certain point, and but it's government overreach. We don't really have a truly what I would call conservative party.
Mm-hmm.
We have a less liberal part. We have a liberal party and a less liberal party.
And then the libertarians.
Well, and that's who I was getting ready to point to. Yeah. Like Rand Paul.
Yeah.
Is somebody who actually images to me a true conservative.
Mm-hmm.
He comes across as a jerk, you know, to a lot of people because he's like, nope, government spending, nope. His answer is always no.
Mm-hmm.
He's the dad that like, I'm not even giving you a cookie. You don't get a cookie. Shut up and go to bed, And so
you can watch us make the cookies, but you can't have one.
He's like, in order to make the cookies, I got to borrow all these ingredients from somebody else, and I'm not doing it. That's what it was. Because he goes, we don't have any ingredients left.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth of the matter.
And fiscal responsibility. It's like our taxes. And I'm not saying everyone would do it, but at the end of the year, when you get that tax return check, so the government was able to make money off interest of that money, but not me, because the government was holding it up.
Right.
Whereas if I kept that money and put it in and invested myself, well, then I'd made maybe 3 or 4 times the amount that the government's going to give me back because I was able to invest my own money.
Yeah.
Instead of letting the government hold it and make money off of it.
Income tax, and especially you go back to the original arguments over income tax. That was like one of the biggest government overreaches ever in the history of America.
And don't forget, it started with tax the rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the first people that were taxed were only the rich.
Yeah, like I love the questions when they ask liberals now, like, well, how much money should a billionaire out of his billions of dollars be able to keep? Well, we need to go back to the FDR era. Like, you go look that up. They were getting taxed like 80%.
Yeah.
Like, after all the taxes, like 80% of their income went to the government. That's insanity.
Mm-hmm.
That's theft.
Considering what were we founded on?
And maybe I'm not the biggest economic guru. I know there's things I don't know and I don't quite understand, but to me, that's just pure theft. And and I don't even know what the actual real tax rate is when you add up. I pay my income taxes, I pay my Social Security withholdings, and then you add in how much I spent in gas tax and grocery tax and state tax and property tax. Like, how much of my money really? I don't even know. I guess I could probably sit down. My budget's not that big. Middle class. Where I'm sitting right now. I could be able to probably figure out like how much annually do I give to the government.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of ridiculous.
Well, that's what I like about the states that are getting rid of property tax.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, you bought that house. Why are we still taxing you on it?
Well, and
when
not
you
just,
buy a car, they don't depreciate value, and you're going to pay this because that car's not worth as much anymore.
Well, and it's a tax on unrealized gains.
Mm-hmm.
If I bought my house in 1980 and it was worth $50,000, and it was appraised at its value, tax value was $50,000. And now that house is worth $1.5 million, and I'm paying taxes on, $1.5 million that I don't have.
Right.
Why am I being taxed on something I didn't really gain?
Hill country.
Yeah.
It was
in Texas.
Yeah. It was forcing people out of their homes generational homes.
Yeah. Because they couldn't afford the tax bill on it.
And they raised the property tax rate to help with the influx of Californians.
Yeah.
Well, you brought the Californians in who made all this money by selling their house. Their 2,000 square foot house for $1.8 million.
Yeah.
And then they go here, and it's just, the families that have had those talk about, it'd be like people out here who homestead.
Yeah.
You family go back to homesteading.
Yeah.
Yet now you owe.
But you're paying taxes on that land.
Yeah.
Makes no sense whatsoever. So anyhow, I'm kind of blown away by the whole thing, but I'm glad to hear a little bit of federal common sense came through for us on this. No northeastern, I don't remember what it's called, NIETC, electrical something, transportation corridor. As far as I know, electric only needs a half-inch cable to travel. They don't need 15 miles wide to put that in.
Right.
So,
And that's what the DOE's decision also aligns with recent policy guidance, including executive orders unleashing American energy, strengthening the reliability and security of the United States electric grid.
Yeah.
And the secretarial order unleashing the golden era of American energy dominance.
Yeah.
And it's the National Interest Electric Transmission Corridors.
There you go. I don't want any national interest right now. Keep your interest to yourselves. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us for the first part of this hour. We're going to go ahead and go to our weather and some commercials. And when we come back, we'll be talking to Aaron on Zoom and get all the information and news on what's happening in the economy.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We've got sunshine in the forecast for today. We're in the upper 90s to about 100 with high pressure in place. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the low 70s, a very slight chance of some light rain, and then maybe a shower or two around Roswell tomorrow, but sunny everywhere else. Will hit near 100. For the upcoming weekend, it'll be sunny and hot. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency.
Hey Artesia, are you looking for something beautiful, meaningful, and made right here at home? Come visit Sunflowers at 1010 West Main, your local flower shop that's all about community. From fresh, handcrafted floral arrangements to stunning custom turquoise jewelry and locally made leather goods, we celebrate the artistry of New Mexico every day. Stop by, say hello, and support the heart of Artesia. Call us at 575-748-1010 or visit us online at sunflowersartesia.com. Come celebrate community, connection, and the spirit of Artesia. Sunflowers, where there's joy in every bloom.
It is much easier to prevent business fraud than to clean up the damage after fraudulent activities. First American Bank is committed to introducing the newest technology and treasury management solutions. With First American Bank as your business partner, we can help you with our recommended fraud prevention products and best practices to proactively keep your business finances more secure. Talk to a banker today to find out more. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Member FDIC.
When your truck is your livelihood, there's no room for downtime. Early jobs, long hauls, and miles that don't quit. You need tires that work as hard as you do. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
You keep America running. Now it's time to celebrate you. Oilfield workers, bring your friends and family to the Great American Energy Comeback Tour, Monday, August 17th from 12:30 to 4 at the Bush Convention Center in Midland. Enjoy barbecue, entertainment, and a celebration of the people powering America with special guest U.S. Secretary of Energy Chris Wright. Register at permianpartnership.org/energy rally. Paid for by the American Petroleum Institute.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldog.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, TransAero answers the call. TransAero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia, Trans-Aero Medevac, life support by air.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. We're now joined by the one and only Aaron Irving. Let's see. Let me make your picture bigger and see if you got a nice San Diego tan. Yeah, you got a little bit of San Diego, color there. So, how was my second home? Is it still thriving out there?
Yes, doing well. Well.
I should have told you had to go to Legoland, take me some pictures. I haven't been to Legoland in a few years.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of SeaWorld. How was the work trip, man?
It was good. It was good. A lot of good work stuff. Of course, people aren't probably excited about that.
The work stuff is the punishment you have to pay for getting a trip to San Diego.
Right. I got to go to a Padres game. And
those were always awesome.
On the outfield. Had Carrie Underwood in concert on our last day, and
wow!
I'll tell you the coolest thing is to see Carrie Underwood perform Guns N' Roses' "Paradise City" live.
Oh, that's hilarious, man!
It was awesome.
That's great. So, where was Carrie playing? Where was that at?
It was a private show for LPL at the Rady Band show. Oh,
wow. You guys are pretty fancy there, You get that LPL financial. You bring in Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I love California. I really do. I know people think that's nuts, but
you're never great if it didn't have so many Californians.
Yeah. You're never at a loss for things to do. And I know San Diego's gone a lot more liberal since I left. It's been 10 years since I lived there, but San Diego used to be really just like, we really don't care about your politics. We're just here to surf and have a good time, man. We don't want to hear about your politics. We just want to enjoy the beach and have a good time. But I hope you got to eat some phenomenal food and see some of the sights and hang out.
Yeah, definitely got some phenomenal food. I didn't get very far from the convention center this year just because I had a lot going on there. But
yeah. The convention center itself is an amazing structure, and it's so cool to see.
It is.
Yeah. Did you get to walk around and go see the ships on the side there? They're just right down from the convention center.
I didn't go all the way to the ships. There's like a yacht parking lot.
There is. There's kind of a yacht club right there.
I dream a little bit there, but if I had that kind of money, I don't know that I would buy a yacht.
Oh yeah, man. I should have told you, if I know you were at the convention, go around the corner because you can see all the old ships, but directly across the bay is all the aircraft carriers and big naval ships.
Coronado.
Yeah, on Coronado there. And that place is absolutely amazing. Yeah, tell them next time to hold it on Coronado, man. Just go to Hotel Coronado and step it up. Come on.
Now, last year we went across the bridge to Coronado for a dinner one night. Me and last year I took Kelly and Mel and a family member of each of theirs. And went across, and so they got to be on Coronado shortly.
I remember the first time I drove over that bridge, man. I was like white knuckling. That thing is pretty. Yeah, that thing is pretty crazy.
You fall off, you're not making it.
No, it's a massive bridge. It starts low, goes way up high, and then comes back down, and
it kind of curves a little bit.
And it curves midair. Yeah, it's kind of like a roller coaster ride up there. So awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your trip. Glad you're back in Artesia. So hit us with a joke, man. You got a good joke?
Well, I've got some sayings today.
Oh, sayings.
We can either, I'll give you a choice. You can either choose some exchanges between court report or written by court reporters between attorneys and witnesses, or some different laws we did not learn in school.
Let's go with that one. I want to hear that different laws we didn't learn in schools.
All right. So O'Brien's variation law is if you change lines, the one you left will start to move faster than the one you're in now.
That's at the grocery store every time. Every time.
And you have Bell's theorem. When the body is immersed in water, the telephone rings. Or the doorbell.
Or the doorbell. A bell rings. Yeah.
Ruby's principle of close encounters.
Okay.
The probability of meeting someone you know increases when you're with someone you don't want to be seen with.
Oh, that's true.
And then you have Willoughby's law.
Mm-hmm.
When you try to prove to someone that a machine won't work, it will.
It will work.
Like you take your car and it's making this noise. Usually.
Yeah, usually.
But not today.
But not today. Well, I always call that, Dad's law is, and my wife and him joke about it. It's Scott's law now. It's like, something would be broken, wouldn't work. They'd call their dad. He'd get there and it just worked, It's the same way with my kids and my wife and him. They're like, well, this isn't working. You got to come fix this. And I'll come over and it's like, it's working fine. What's the problem? Oh man. Awesome. Hey, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I got one more.
Oh, I got one more.
I got to experience a lot this week.
Okay.
At any event, the people whose seats are farthest from the aisle arrived last.
That's why I always end up sitting in the back. I was wondering. Well, awesome, man. It always, when you said that, though, it made me think of, you ever look at, like laws that are still on the books, but like antiquated laws still in the books,
Yeah, like wire cutters in New Mexico.
Oh, I don't know that one. I'll have to look that one up.
I believe it's still illegal to carry wire cutters in your vehicle in New Mexico.
I'm in trouble.
yeah, I think they don't really enforce it, but
yeah,
MLG wants to get you.
Yeah, we were in North Carolina. There was somebody brought one of those things up in one of the laws, and like one of the towns there in North Carolina, it was like it's legal to do corporal discipline upon your wife on Sundays as long as you do it on the courthouse steps. I was like, this was actually a law in this country at some point. And I'm like,
only if people can watch.
And nobody thought to like get rid of it. Like, this is kind of dumb, it's one of those deals, government efficiency, except when it comes to our laws. We're going to leave a bunch of old, ridiculous laws on there. So
adding them on and not taking them off.
Oh, it's insane. All right, man. Well, let's hear that market report and see how we're doing right now.
All right. This is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Thursday, August 13th. The S&P 500 rose to a fresh all-time high this morning as oil prices declined and traders digested more inflation data. The S&P 500 was up 0.7%, while the NASDAQ composite gained 0.9%, boosted by gains in Meta Platforms, Micron Technology, and Netflix. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was slightly lower. Brent crude futures shed 2% to trade around $86.98 a barrel, while West Texas Intermediate futures dropped 2% to around $81 a barrel. Those moves come as traders weighed falling oil demand while the U.S.-Iran conflict continues. Wall Street got another look at U.S. inflation this morning with the July reading of the U.S. Producer Price Index, which gauges what wholesalers pay for raw goods and materials. That came in unchanged, with economists polled by Dow Jones calling for an increase of 0.2% month over month. Excluding volatile food and energy prices, core PPI rose 0.2%, which was just below the gain of 0.3% economists were expecting. CPI for July increased 0.1% month over month, matching expectations. That tame report gave the S&P 500 a boost yesterday, with the benchmark closing higher for the first time in 3 sessions. That report led to traders paring expectations for a rate hike in September. Cisco Systems was a key laggard of the day, falling 9% after that company's latest quarterly results failed to impress investors. Cerebrus and Coherent also moved lower after their earnings updates, with the former dropping 13% and the latter dropping 3%. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is 92 points lower at 53,677. The S&P 500 is up 30 points at 7,779. And the NASDAQ Composite is 141 points higher at 26,730. West Texas Intermediate Crude is down 77 cents a barrel at $82.50. Stocks of local interest. HF Sinclair is up $1.60 a share at $89.54. Walmart is 83 cents lower at $115.17 a share. Xcel Energy is up 55 cents a share at $79.15. And Apple is $1.01 higher at $303.26 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oiwealth.com or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, the SIPC.
All right, man. Man, this war is just taking a toll. We have to hit another all-time high. It's just horrible.
Right?
I wonder, and my first hour, I kind of went over, like focusing on what's good, true, and beautiful, and seeing the good and stuff, And I wonder if our markets at this point aren't just so accustomed to war from all the years of decades of war.
Right.
They're like, they have a little initial reaction to it, but then they're like, whatever, let's just keep going. Like,
this is boring.
It is what it is, So, I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they're kind of immune to it at this point, I guess. Especially in the Middle East, and we're still getting oil out of the strait, not as much as before, but it's still coming through, and now they're talking about new pipelines and new overland routes and all this and that, which will completely change the market in time if that happens, So
yeah, well, it's constricted there. It's going out here even more than it was before, and so we're selling a lot of American crude.
And we're selling more, and so very interesting. I just sat and watched it, and I go, well, it's not good. I wish it was over. I don't know what in the world's going on over there now. Like we're striking, we're not striking, we're striking, we're not striking, and then we got a deal, we don't have a deal, and I don't know if anybody knows what's going on right now. To be honest with you. Especially outside of the administration. So
I have more exploding pagers over there, I think.
So. Well, the other day I was sitting there, scrolling through my, news feeds and stuff, and like it was talking about Israeli strikes on Iran, and I thought, holy cow, they went back into it. And then I look, and somebody posted it was from back at the beginning. Come on, man, y'all are killing me here. Trying to keep up with what's going on, and y'all are throwing out fake news. So
throwing out old stuff.
Yeah, old stuff. So did you hear the story about Trump leaving Turkey and how they did it, how they pulled it off?
I did.
So if you guys haven't been listening to this, apparently and they take multiple jets whenever they can do around the world trips like this. But they made a deal out of, well, he can't be on the new big jet because it doesn't have the counter air defense. And we've got reports that they're going to shoot a missile at it. And so we're going to put him on an older one. And so they put him on, he walks up the stairs and waves at everybody. He goes into the plane. Media's all loaded on the plane. They're like, this is Air Force One. We're going to be on Air Force One and all this and that. And then they go back and they put him in a shipping container. And they unload the shipping container with him in it. I can just imagine Donald Trump locked up inside of a shipping container, being transported over to a third plane and snuck out of country on a third completely different 757, you know? And I'm like, oh, that was some genius move right there. I don't know why they released it though. I would have kept that secret. I would have never told anybody.
I think that's something that could have stayed secret forever.
Yeah, I would have just kept that secret forever. I don't know. I guess it's because they're trying to deal with because some top Air Force official, former Air Force official, former Secretary of the Air Force leaked that day that the new jet doesn't have the right countermeasures. He leaked that. Smart. He leaked that thing to the media that day, and
wow.
And they've actually pulled his security clearance. He's not allowed to ever look at anything secret ever again. Like they've cut him completely out of any information at this point. But yeah, I guess because they're trying to deal with the backlash of that, they're like, well, we'll tell you what really happened.
Yeah.
So
now all the libs are upset because the media were at risk.
Yeah. They're like, well, we were on that plane. We were in danger. Like, dude, you get on Air Force One, you're always in danger, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Well, I drug that out long. I just realized what time it was. I'm going to let you go. Get back to work. Go make us all some money. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll hit our news break and come back after this.
All right. Have a great one.
You too, brother. God bless.
God bless you too.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. A former executive with the Southern Poverty Law Center has been arrested. Attorney General Todd Blanche says former SPLC CFO Heidi Byrick faces bank fraud and conspiracy charges. Parts of Indiana are reeling in the midst of powerful storms that unleashed deadly flash flooding. There have been many high water rescues and evacuations. Other states, including Ohio, have also been hard hit, and forecasters warn of more rain. How much is an NBA franchise worth? In the case of the Los Angeles Lakers, a bundle. There's a deal to sell the team for $12.5 billion. And the search for survivors amid the rubble of Colombia's powerful earthquake is growing more desperate as more time passes. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 204 points. NASDAQ ahead 242. More details, srnnews.com.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
What they have been doing is they won't publicly, with the exception of John Fetterman, criticize the real power in their party, the DSA Communist Socialists. However, in the case of why also was it closer in Michigan with El Sayed, why was it, closer, or why did Francesca Hung lose by 3,000 votes after she was projected to win by 20? Because behind the scenes, the Democratic Party was running smear campaigns and spending tens of millions of dollars, according to my sources on the ground in both Wisconsin and Michigan that have been telling me that. Because they wanted them both to lose. They wanted this lady in Minnesota to lose, too.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
In a recent industry survey, our friends Pure Talk, my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company, was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every single category: coverage, support, value, and data. Now, you deserve 5-star wireless service. And now Pure Talk, they have an invitation for you. Remember, they use the same cell tower, same 5G network as the big carriers. And right now, for a limited time, for $15 a month, every one of their plans you get for 3 months for $15, including their top shelf unlimited data plans, $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract to sign, cancel anytime, no risk at all to you. Same service, same cell tower, same 5G network, and the average family saves over $1,000 a year. Make the switch. It's simple. It's fast. It's easy. You dial pound 250. You say the keyword save now. Pound 250, keyword save now, from our friends at Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
This is a nasty little termite. It loves nothing better than to eat your house, your subfloors, your walls, around your windows. And then they swarm around, taunting you.
We're eating your house. We're eating your house.
You'd like to kill them, wouldn't you? But you don't want trenches dug around your home, and you don't want holes in your foundation. That's where Dow AgroSciences and the Centricon termite colony elimination system come to the rescue. The same system that protects the White House can help protect your house. An authorized operator strategically places Centricon stations around your house and then carefully monitors them for termites. If they're found, a professional inserts bait tube devices. The termites take the bait and they die.
I feel like I'm dying.
Kind of like that, only a lot more effective. In fact, Centricon is proven to eliminate the termite colony. Termites are gone with Centricon. No more colony, no more problem. Visit Centricon.com.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for all of Southeast New Mexico. 575-623-5344.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We've got sunshine in the forecast for today. We're in the upper 90s to about 100 with high pressure in place. Overnight, a few clouds, and we're in the low 70s. A very slight chance of some light rain, and then maybe a shower or two around Roswell tomorrow, but sunny everywhere else. Will hit near 100. For the upcoming weekend, it'll be sunny and hot. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. We got a few minutes to close out here. Jeff's going to come in and we'll close this thing out, and we're going to talk about the huge new controversy in Artesia. It's massive. Have you been privy to this massive controversy that's happening in town?
I don't know.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
The new seating plan at that Bulldog Bowl,
I think, was even bigger than that the rec center weightlifting machines will cost money.
Oh, well, how dare they?
Yeah. How dare they want to
I'm not insulting, but I get it. You know, like, change when it happens and you're not privy to the reason behind the change or the need for change, or you didn't see a need for change, or most people didn't even see a need for change. But then somebody changes something, you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on here? You know, like, why are they doing this? So, and I don't think it's just too big of a change. It's moving the band from just south of the reserve seating all the way down to the north end of our seating. Right, the band's gonna move down there. Student section's gonna be moved down there, and so I kind of get it though, because you watch the band like load all their stuff in, and they got to cross through all the cheerleader stuff and all the football stuff and the team stuff, and and then they're trying to stage their stuff right there, and it makes it. So it kind of makes sense to me.
Oh yeah,
like,
it
to
does.
move them down to that end because that's next to the ramp. I am a little worried about being able to hear them though.
There's some stairs right there.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. There's they can walk out right there onto the field,
away from everyone.
Yeah.
You know, there might be a cheerleader or two that are that far down, but not all of the girls, all their equipment, then all the boys.
Yeah. So so
it makes sense.
I know. I
from
just,
a logistics.
I just love it. You get on the internet, they're like, what is going on? Why are and like we were making the joke last night at we had ladies group last night at the house, and some of the guys, they come and they help cook for the ladies and take care of the kids while we do women's Bible study. And one of the younger guys, I think he's barely into his 30s, maybe mid 30s, and he's talking to my daughter, and he says, well, back in my day, and I was like that's like a Jeff Foxworthy, like, how do you know if you're old? When you start telling younger people back in my day, that's like that, and that's the thing. Like we all get old, and things change on us, and our first reaction, like, what are they doing? How dare they? Or what are they thinking?
We might not have the I walk to school uphill both ways.
Not in Artesia because it's flat.
Right. In the snow.
Yeah.
Well, it snowed one year.
It snowed one year.
School.
They just canceled school for 3 days. So, no, I thought it was funny when I was seeing it on the internet. There was a whole lot of confusion about it. I did check out. I saw they've put new stadium or new backs the in the upper reserve section. So the entire center section is reserved.
Correct.
And I actually think it always was, because you could buy bleacher reserve seats in the lower section in the center on the 50-yard line, or the ones with seat backs up top. But I was driving by the other day and looked up there, and they've replaced them all.
Yeah.
And now, like, some of them are orange and black, and like there's a big A
cool.
in the middle of the seats.
Yeah.
Like the seats make a big A in there, so that's pretty cool. When everybody's sitting down, you can't tell. But
right.
We're going to require you to wear a shirt matching the color of your seat for this year. So if you're in a black seat, you have to wear a black shirt. And if you're, especially in those 100-degree days like August 21st when we're playing Carlsbad.
At least they would still be in the shade.
You're in the shade. It depends on what time of year, like how far we've gotten into the year and what time you get there. Like normally when I get there, we get there about, let's see, game start at 7. We're usually there no later than 6:30 and in our seat. And at the beginning of the year, we're in row 32, which is about halfway up. Yeah. And we're still in the sun. And then we're just like, what? We just kind of wait for the shade of the press box to creep over us. So.
Well, but there is an amazing aspect of Bulldog Bowl.
Yeah.
In that it is facing the proper direction. Like 95% of high school or any football field,
they're facing east-west.
Yeah.
And
home
sun
is on the west.
Yeah.
And whereas in Hobbs, it's on the east. So you have sun the entire time until sunset.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get the lights, which are worse than the sun. But at least there will be shade in during the game for you.
Yeah.
And I think the reserved, I don't think it went all the way down to the track. I thought like some of the upper seats were still reserved, but I didn't think the whole thing.
I couldn't remember. Like we were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, I thought it was all the way down. I know some of those were, but now it's all the way down. And so, but I did see, and it says it in the reminder thing, is like the reserve seats that don't get sold. So you have, if you are a reserve seat holder, you have till tomorrow to go get your reserve seats and keep them for this year. If you're not a reserve seat holder and you want some, next Monday, go to the pit there. I think it's 8 to noon, and go get lined up, and whatever reserve seats are left over will be up for sale.
Right.
And then after that, what reserve seats don't get sold, you'll be able to pay for at the gate. Oh yeah, like on Monday you're talking about? Yeah, like if you want to get those reserve seats, get there early because people line up to get those empty reserve seats. Yeah.
Now it's not like the new iPhone or whatever, so you don't need to take a tent and camp out overnight. You know,
get there early though. Yeah. So, but any unsold reserve seats throughout the year will be up for sale at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll be able to do that. So anyway, 2 more weeks. No, 2 more. Is there next Friday? Yeah, it's next Friday.
Yeah.
First game, Eddy County War. Looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, man.
And
the game, it's game on. What was you looking for there?
Looking for the flyer about.
Oh yeah, about the good. Oh, about the shoes. Yeah. So between now and then, you can take used sneakers to athletic shoes to either the schools and drop them off, or you can take them to Benny's Western Wear and drop them off. And so and that's going to a good cause. So if you've got extra tennis shoes and stuff in your house, take them down and donate them. We got to beat Carlsbad. Beat Carlsbad. So,
it's like when we were in at Passion in Atlanta, one of the requirements or ask was to bring a pack of brand new socks.
Yeah.
And they gave them to the homeless. And, that was just amazing. You have 20,000 kids in there, and a lot of them brought more than one
pair of socks. Yeah.
And so they said that they were able to help the homeless in Atlanta and a few other big cities in Georgia.
That's cool.
And it's, stop by, drop it off.
Always helping out. So, and I know we all have old sneakers.
Yeah.
And they don't care. The whatever condition they're in, that company refurbs them and gives them away. So
I'm not giving my original pair of Chuck Taylors.
No,
but
you don't want to give away your Chuck Taylors?
No, I got 3 more continents left, and then they're going into the Smithsonian, right next to Fonzie's jacket.
There you go.
And Elvis's white jumpsuit. There's going to be Jeff Curtis's Chuck Taylors worldwide.
So I gotta do a little math right now. I've eaten McDonald's on 5 of the 7. I need to get to South America, and I don't think there's one in Antarctica.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do much in Antarctica except for get off the plane, take my snow boots off,
and freeze.
Wear the Chucks, put the snow boots back on, get on the plane and go.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, man. Well, there's not going to be a commercial break. Let's finish this out. We got 45 seconds. Hey, but don't forget about getting ready for the football season coming up. Go get your reserve ticket seats. I'm telling you, they're worth it.
Yeah.
They're worth it. I mean, it's $60 a seat per year. It's, we've got 6 seats, because we take people with us that don't have tickets and stuff, especially people visiting, FLETC students and stuff like that, and let them experience a little bit of Artesia. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us this week, or today, I guess. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, me and Gene at the Rec Center, and we'll see all of the new stuff.
This Friday, August 14th, the brand new Artesia Recreation Center throws open its doors with a back-to-school bash from 4 to 7 at 603 Bowman Drive. Bring the whole family
on vaccinations.
Earlier this week, President Trump said the plan is to separate childhood vaccinations.
At 1 year, you should have 5 separate visits for vaccines rather than getting them all